much that I love you. Let me tell you, me one thing. Let me tell you how much that I love you. You found me no search. It's like you knew that inside I was hurting. I was so young, said no chance. But you gave me a shot at a romance. I feel like you were like an angel sent to bring me life. Now that I'm with you, me one say that me love you, that me love you, that me love. Hey, me no go one day wonder. Without my baby, without me love, without me love. And no dance and sing and nothing, because you make my life complete. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's for me. Shut up, 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 shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's for me. I've never felt this way. So when they ask us, say, oh yeah, we're going all the way. So me, we happy love you all the time and things. Sometimes I wonder if the thing could cut us under, to get under. I know, but your love in my life control that. I laid out my life this way, do anything to make you stay. All of the blessings they come my way, and all the bad things they turn and away. Sometimes life is such a scare. Your love gives me the strength to bear. Oh, shut up, shut up, shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's for me. Shut up, 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 shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's for me. I did it like a glove. Greetings, motherfuckers. Greetings, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. What y'all doing? I sang that. I sang that. And if a motherfucker tell you I didn't sing it, they a goddamn lie. I sang that. Is y'all still scared from yesterday? Gratitude, Majestic. I'm feeling inside of my Professor Sexy Top energy. Y'all still scared from yesterday? My glasses still feel foggy. They look blurry, but I'll get it in a minute. Yeah, it's all right. Greetings and gratitude. Hey to my mods. Greetings and love to my mods. Charming, I love you. I send so much love out to you. I hope you're doing okay. I see you, mama. If you need me, I'm here. Hell no. All right, Melanite Garnett, cause period. From Wet Girl. You know them folks was running for cover. I can't see. My glasses is blurry. Gratitude. Ooh. I was in there like, be in the face, child. Greetings and gratitude. Sean, make sure you get with Audria so she can get you scheduled. Now, I have to make some people some mods on my other channels because apparently we don't have no mods on some of my other backup channel. And so I got to make some people some mods over there. So I got to see who is on that backup channel over there that I absolutely can trust a little bit. You know what I mean? So first off, I want to send a shout out. There we go. I want to send a shout out to Fleur. First of all, she has the sweetest soul. Okay, she is so sweet. And
send a shout out to Pam because Pam, she a lot of times sends me Fleur's videos, and so she sent me Fleur's videos this rising, um, of her with the gorillas, right? Talking about the gorillas, and I was like, I text Pam back because I was just watching it, and I was like, Pam, she was with Yosef and Papa Candello, the mighty gorillas. Like, I was just so happy in my souls. Yeah, she's very attracted to them. And Pam said, I said that to Pam, and Pam said, yes, the cousins were telling her about Yosef. Yosef and Papa Candello are silverback gorillas, and they feature both of them in the latest Transformer movie, as well as in Zinga, the Mighty Hawk. And of course, if you've been following me for a long time, then you already know that I've told you about these beings, our deities, our entropines. And I'm so happy that she has experienced them because I know that she had already understood and had some connection or an experience with the felines, which is the Lyrans, like the beautiful like Yehuda, And so I was just so excited that she had that experience with them and that she is connected to them, Silver of the back. And so shout out to her. I send so much love. And I send love to her because she asked me to come up on her platform the other day. And that was so dope. I would love to interview her and just, get more people to know what she talks about because she talks about a lot of things that I talk about, but she talks about it also from a different aspect, which I absolutely love. I always feel like it's great to have a different point of view of someone who understands. Because if you've seen the live from last night, either one, the one from YouTube or the one from TikTok, you'll understand why I say it's good to have somebody who understands because I absolutely feel like she does. And a lot of times, again, we validate each other without even knowing and understanding that. You know what I mean? And that's how you know when things are in alignment. Because, period. She's a sweet soul. So I send so much love out to her. Now, that's all I wanted was to send a shout out to her because she got to spend time with Yosef. And then she talked about the thing on the hand. I've never seen it except for I think in a movie. But I really believe that's like futuristic. And she was talking about the Omex. And I was telling y'all before that the Omex, that we were fooled about them. Like they went underground. Like they're hiding. And we talked about that before. Do y'all remember that when we talked about that they were the Omex are in hiding? Gratitude, Chanel with 2 L's. Oh, I was getting ready to get into it. Yes, gratitude for that reminder. She talked about the Mist Lady, the Lady of Mist. Can somebody tell me who that is? Because if you are a follower and you have been in my classes and you have paid attention, you would know exactly who the Mist Lady was because I've taught on her. Who is the Lady of Mist? Come on. Y'all know. Etheria. Gratitude, Majestic, and T. Jefferson, Nikki J. It's Etheria, the Lady of Mist. Absolutely. And she transforms. She's also an owl. So absolutely, Etheria is the Lady of Mist that she was speaking about. I feel so validated. I send so much love and shouts out to her because I feel validated. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, And I know we have some of the same people. Not everyone is, the same followers, but Etheria, the ethers herself, absolutely. When I tell y'all, I cannot wait for y'all to get the Melanite Bible, and I know you guys can't wait to get it either. And y'all have been asking about it, and please believe me, I've been working really hard and diligently over the last few days because I am on a deadline. I am on a crunch to get it done, and it's so, I ain't gonna lie to you, writing a book is very hard. You know what I'm saying? When you are like, I already have some things in place. And so I'm reading back through and I'm like, oh, let me change that. Let me put this, let me let me move this here. Let me cut that, put that there, put that here. Like, it's a lot. And so it is a project that I am going to be so proud about. And just know that, and we're getting ready to go ahead and drop the Melanite for Kids line, the Crystal Children books, as well as the For the Love of You cookbook based on Dr. Sabi's ingredients. As y'all know, we've all just signed our contracts. Only thing that we're holding up on is getting the account and everything's together for these things. It is something in my eye, child, and I have tried to blink it to death out. But that is the only thing that we are waiting on, honey. And with that, we're going to be off to the races. But then, of course, we're going through a specific like handler for it. I think we're going through this specific one for all of the books, including the Melanite Bible. I'm going to go through that one as well. And so, yes, we're going to be doing a pre-sale soon, but I want to get like at least 80% of it complete before we even do that. And again, I'm on a time crunch, so I have to move on it. I don't have a lot of time to be on here today, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link, because I just want to kind of talk to you guys. I want you to tell me your view and your thoughts on the eclipse yesterday, what you experienced, what you saw. So please don't get up here and get blocked and banned for life. I'm not going to do any cussing out. I'm just going to block you. You're not going to upset me because I don't care. I know they thought they were going to come in and upset me yesterday, and you didn't. I really just had to get, what kills me and cracks me up is the men. Men, they try to come to my platform besides, the pick-me's. And I had a couple ladies from Facebook. She's like, oh, I'm going to pray for you. And I seen somebody, and my mods, let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't be on it like you should be on it. Y'all be blocking people who saying a name. But I had someone that was like, oh, I'm going to pray for you. And her comment is still there from last night. Y'all never seen it nor blocked it. I don't want nobody to pray for me ever. Don't ever, ever, ever put me in your prayers ever. That means you're praying on me. I take that as if you are coming under attack trying to get me. Don't ever put me in your prayers because I don't want it. I do not need it. It is not warranted here. I have no clue of who you're praying to and not interested. Not by a long shot. So I need the mods for y'all to pay attention to the chat. People slip in, they come in and keep saying shit. You got to understand. You got to like pay attention to the chat in such a way where you're seeing if somebody comes in here and I block them out, And then here comes somebody else talking really loudly that wasn't talking at first, and they're trying to get attention. Oh, my sister. And she keeps repeating it. You should know that's an op that's trying to get attention. She's just coming in a different way. You keep timing them out until they shut the fuck up. If they don't shut the fuck up, then you get them out. Trust and believe, I'm not going to miss them, especially if they have never been in this chat before. That means that they have come in here to disrupt. You're not going to disrupt my chat. We're just going to get you up and through. That's all. So I ask that the mods pay attention. That's why we have the mod group chat. So you can communicate with each other. You say because you'll mess something up. I know that's real. Because, But I'm gonna drop the link because I really want to hear y'all's thoughts and opinions on the Wait, do y'all know who tried to come back over here last night? The bald head motherfucker. Child, that irritated my soul so deeply. Cause I'm like, you still breathing? Child, let the spirit take him out of here. Let the spirit just get him up through. And I saw a lady was like, oh my God, girl, don't be offended by what I say because I meant that. You're a disruption to this system. It's a disruption to this system. Child, no. SBS. And did on a while. Hey now. Greetings, mama. Girl, yeah, SBS come to my son. Let's be clear about something too. He came and said that I was trying to steal donations. First of all, and second of all, the donations that I collected $10,000 in donations. And not only was I helping families, I helped one particular family. And let me tell you what was so funny, because the gentleman who kept talking last night, his last name was Gant. Kevin Gantz was his name last night. I helped the whole Gant family in Texas. And did. They were sending their sisters, cousins, uncles. I said, listen, I'm not going to turn your family away, because they were coming in. They kept calling. Well, my sister said, I said, that's fine. So not only did I give out the $10,000 that I raised, I gave out $13,000, which was $3,000 of my own money. I went into my own bank account. So I stole my own money, you stupid motherfucker. I gave out $13,000 that particular time. That was the first time, not to mention the second time that I did the donation and raised the money to help people during the other storm. Remember they were flooding, even in New York and shit. I helped them too, and raised money and gave it to Louisiana, New York. Come on now, knock it the fuck off. Greetings.
Oh my God, greetings. Hey.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you? I was just talking to myself, saying, okay, what I'm gonna say. Okay. Okay. And you said you wanted us to talk about what happened during the eclipse. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me bring you in. Okay, so mind you, I stay in Monroe, Louisiana. So the night before the eclipse happened, I was with my friend, right? So we was just sitting outside of her house or whatever, doing what we doing. And out of nowhere, a police ended up showing up and blocking us in. So we were kind of like, well, what's happening? Because the woman was standing outside the whole time. Somebody don't drop dead in the house. I'm like, that gotta be the energy then. And then the next day, while because I stay with my parents right now, so a house right, like right on side of us, I guess they had like a gas leak or anything, and something happened. I don't know what was happening, but it was just a lot of chaos for no apparent reason. Like police showing up, you got people getting in wrecks, you got people doing shootouts and everything. It was just a lot. But it's mainly been raining ever since then. Like we couldn't see the sun at all. It's nothing but dark clouds blocking the sky and just a lot of rain. That's it. So
Wow. Wow.
yeah, that's what been happening. But and even Miss Fleur, cause I was watching her video one time and she was on live and she was actually put like a movie that was back in the 19 something, and it had a certain symbol that kind of flew into the eclipse or whatever. I forgot. My memory kind of a little down right now. But yeah, and she was saying like it's like these organisms or something like that, like I don't know, that's supposed to be coming here. And I was thinking, I'm like, well, if it's raining a lot, that gotta tie into that too. A lot of things. I don't know. It's
Girl,
just been
you said somebody dropped dead in the house though?
somebody dropped dead. I was like, wow.
That's oh shoot. Where'd she go? Where did she go? We gonna wait a minute to let her come back up here, y'all. Greetings to the other ladies up on the panel. Let
Greetings.
me
Greetings,
come back up
Makita. How
here.
beautiful.
How are you? Hi,
Greetings.
baby.
Good. How are you? And we just
There she
chilling.
goes. Hold
How
on.
are
Oh
you
no, my
doing?
bad. Okay,
Oh,
my bad.
sorry.
I'm good. Okay, I don't know. You didn't hit the phone or something. It
I
didn't
yeah,
went
I
out.
didn't see doing the most and hit the phone and everything. It just tripping. But yeah, somebody dropped dead. It was I think they said it was a
Mhm.
man's dad and he was real sick or something like that. It was, I don't know. It was just too much.
Really? Wow. So was you scared though?
I wasn't, with me, I don't really look at death like that. I really don't. Like it was just I I don't know. I really just when it comes to death, I'm just like, hey, uh, you know, I wasn't really scared. I just kind of knew what it was, or like, kind of what it was tying into. Type of deal.
Mm.
So yeah.
I got a question.
Hmm.
What is pregnancy for you? Are you scared to get pregnant, or what's pregnancy for you, Mama?
Hold on. I don't know, cause I don't think I have a son. He's one, but other than that,
You just had a baby,
I had him a year ago. So, oh
so you don't have the girl yet.
yeah. Oh, I was just talking about that with his dad a few days ago, and I was like, I wonder how it'd be if I had a girl. Oh,
Yeah. I don't know why I picked that up on you, and I keep hearing it over and over again. How do I pronounce your name? Is it Tam?
uh, this name is Tam Lavier, but my real name is Tammy. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know why I picked that up on you.
I ain't ready for all
Can I
that.
tell you something? You are in Marie Laveau's family lineage. Do you know that?
I thought about that. You and Miss Fleur kind of said the same thing. She said the same thing with my name, the Lavier name, because out of nowhere when I was 16, it just randomly popped in my head and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go with that. But she was saying like that's very kind of like New Orleans, that type of vibe or whatnot. So I
But
kind of
you're not on birth control.
no. Oh,
You're gonna be pregnant in like 6 months.
oh, am I supposed to keep it? I'm gonna ask that. I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
go on and keep it. Yeah,
Oh,
go on and
please.
keep it. But there's also a move for you too. You're gonna be
Oh,
moving.
do you? I just Look at the boxes. Just got them.
Ah, you got boxes in the back.
I'm telling you, I'm ready. I'm ready because okay, see, because I'm a Gemini plus Aquarius, so everything that you were saying yesterday, that hit me hard, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been feeling this energy that's been in the room because it pushed me, and I knew I wasn't tripping, and then it kept pushing my son out of the bed and him falling, and I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. I know I'm not tripping. And I was like, I gotta move because then out of nowhere a whole bunch of termites started forming in the room. I'm like, yeah, baby, it's a sign. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Yeah, your son is gifted. You should push that in him.
I thought about that. Okay. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, I love that. Love,
I'm not
love.
gonna hold you up here, but I will say when you are dealing inside of a relationship, you make sure that you put you first because sometimes you have a tendency to do two things. You can be mean, but at the same time you can overgive too much of yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So protect your energy, but also, be more communicative and understanding. And I think that'll help you. You're going to be a
Okay.
great mom. You are a great mom and stop
Oh,
doubting.
oh, I shall be down there because kids. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. He a character, but I love him. I love him.
Well, he's you.
Yes, he's literally me. Like
Mhm.
my whole face and everything is crazy. It's so I still haven't grasped the fact that I'm a mom. I'm like, okay, wow. Ooh wee.
Okay. Well, I send love to you.
Thank you. I show love to you guys too. Gratitude.
Gratitude. Hey, Miss Amani.
Greetings and congratulations to the young lady. I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I don't want to jack it up.
She
But
said, amazing.
congratulations. But hi, Quatita. Good
Greetings.
to
How
be
are
on here
you?
with you. I'm well. How are you?
Good. How old is the baby?
She just turned 1 on March 27th.
You a big girl. What's her name?
Yeah. Imari, like Imani, but Imari.
Okay, cause period junior.
I'm sorry, I'm making her a bottle, and I promise I'm gonna give you eye contact.
That's fine. So, did you experience anything with the eclipse yesterday?
So, okay, I'm gonna go back to Friday. Um, my son, he got like really down out of nowhere. I don't.
Oh, okay. We can't hear you. Your sound went out. Mm-mm. You might have to go out and come back in now. Dang on it. Well, greetings to Shandy and greetings to Jaquetta.
Greetings. Hey.
How are you? I love it. You did it.
I told you it was the day of the read, and I had literally just went and got my color and stuff redone.
Oh, you look so pretty.
Thank you. So,
Oh, did
oh,
you
and I got my
experience anything?
validations from my reading too.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
letting
What'd
you
you get?
So the T name, the L name that we were talking about, I couldn't register at the moment, but my friend that we ended up talking about towards the end of the read, and that was her name. Her name is Latana. And we call her Tana. So it was like I always process that T and not the L. So that's where I kind of messed up at. Oh, but I'm gonna let her go ahead. We're gonna finish in chat.
Okay.
I'm so sorry about that. Sorry. I was saying my son got really he got really down out of nowhere Friday evening, and I don't have silly children. And he's 5. He just turned 5 on Valentine's Day, and he had a 103 fever out of nowhere. I'm like, what the hell is going on with my baby? And so he starts saying how his chest was hurting. I'm like, okay, so that's alarming. And so I just took him to the hospital. Well, of course, I called on the deities. I'm like, Shay Shawnee, because he was saying his chest, but he was pointing at his throat. So I'm like, he's still learning body parts. So I'm like, Shay Shawnee, help my baby, whatever's going on with his lungs, his chest, Papa Condell. I'm calling on everybody at this point. So we get to the hospital and his fever is down to 97. This is literally like 20 minutes later. I'm like, oh, come through spirit. I'm crying because, again, I don't go through this kind of stuff with my kids. I'm like, what's going on with my baby? And so they ran tests. And he came back positive for strep throat. I'm like, strep
No,
throat?
the throat
What?
is Nizinga.
Okay, okay, okay. Nizinga, yes, ma'am. Okay. So I'm like, strep throat. Like I was just stunned. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. But he got on the antibiotics and he was fine. So he's getting a lot better now. But yesterday for me, okay, so this is a little TMI and I want your understanding on this. So my cycle came 8 days early. I've never been one for that. Ever. Never been one for early. I knew it would when I was pregnant with my kids because it was late. But yesterday, and I mean, it came on heavy. No cramps, nothing. Still right now, nothing. No cramps. That's not normal either. But I also feel like in a way it's Yehuda looking out because I'm going to have a hysterectomy next Wednesday. So I was
Mm.
kind of wondering how is that going to pan out if I'm going to be on my cycle next week. So that was my personal experience yesterday.
So you feel like your physical body was thrown out of alignment because of it.
Possibly, yes, ma'am.
I've heard other women say that their cycles begin to align with the full moon and different stuff like that. Um, I don't know, but I understand that. You know what I mean? I can definitely believe it because it's an energy, and we don't really know how our bodies react to specific energy. How is he
And I
feeling
feel
today,
that.
though?
He is doing a lot better. Today's the first day he left the house, so that's how I know you know, he's doing a lot better. Like he's been full of life, full of life.
That's good.
That makes me feel a lot better because that's tough, when your babies is down,
Yeah.
firsthand.
Mm-hmm. You wish you can kind of take it from girl. I don't know how you got them pictures way up there to that ceiling.
These, so those are my mother-in-law's, the ones at the very top. This is her home. She transitioned in September, and the home was left to my husband. But the ones down at the bottom are the ones that I put on there. I tried to add us as much as I can because she already had all of them up top.
See, I love pictures, and I'm so
Me
drawn to
too.
them, and I'm
I know
like,
you
oh,
do.
how she got them way up there like
Look,
that,
I have a room full of them. These
and
are the
they
ones that
are
I
lined
brought.
up, honey.
Yeah, I'm just a picture person, and so was she. I guess that's a Virgo thing, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I really feel like though that you're gonna be okay, and you're still gonna be able to have the surgery.
Okay,
Um,
thanks, gratitude.
I feel like things will definitely work out for you. Um, and I would definitely say to you to also call on, of course, Gaten and Gideon, but also Sheshoni for that as well. Of course, Mama and Mariolite. Those are the powerhouses that deal with this kind of thing that you should definitely call on. You can call on Dianite because she also is the mother of the sea. Mhm. The deep sea, okay, and
Yeah,
so yeah, no, I feel like yeah, you're gonna be really really well.
gratitude.
But did y'all want to take a trip and you're not going to be able to, or what's the traveling or something there?
We are going to Grey Wolf Lodge like the end of May. There's also a cruise planned with my side of the family towards the end of June. That's like still in the works. Because this really was a discussion last night. They literally wait to the last minute to start discussing it and trying to plan it. So we don't actually know if we're going to be able to make it. But I know with the work of the spirit that it is very high possible that we will still be able to go.
Okay, so also, um, your mother-in-law, is there three children for her, or what's the three? Like, is there three of them, or is there three outside of your husband? What's the number three for her, or is
Number
three
three for
something
her.
else?
Um, she only has two children, which is my husband and my sister-in-law. Her husband transitioned in '06, and this was both of their homes. So I don't know if that's where the three comes in, but she's only birthed two children.
I don't know why she keeps highlighting it is the so maybe she's highlighting for you. Maybe you're the third, but she keeps highlighting three children because you would be her daughter-in-law. You know what I mean?
No way she's trying to say I'm having another one.
No, she's
Okay,
highlighting you as one of her children, maybe.
Justin.
That she keeps
Okay.
highlighting three children for her. And so I have
Uh-huh.
to acknowledge that. But I also want to understand the 6 months before her passing. Was she sick for 6 months, or what's the 6 months before her
Yeah,
passing?
she was in and out of the hospital, for sure. Uh, Pretty much all of 2023. Yes, ma'am. She knows how I feel about all of that. Um,
So is there two different things going on in the system? Because I'm highly drawn to her stomach area, but I also keep wanting
mhm.
to go up.
Oh, this is powerful. So she, as everything is that you say, she was a very heavy, good job, a very, very heavy, cigarette smoker, and her chest was very congested. She had like real congested heart failure.
Mm.
Um, so I know they were trying to get a lot of that out of her chest while she was in the hospital.
Okay, because I definitely want to acknowledge the stomach and then go up. You know what I mean? So I don't know if
Hmm.
maybe she was also like nauseous or had to throw up or what, because I highlight the stomach and I highlight the chest going upward. So but I will say that she sends a lot of love to you. She loves this baby right here. And
Hmm.
so I definitely just send a lot of love to you, and she wants me to send love to her son. Okay.
Yes,
Um,
he needs it.
It feels like there's a part of the house that she's in all the time that has heavy, heavy energy in it. You know?
Okay. I have her the altar. She has our living room is off limits because that's her room. That's her. That's where her altar is. That's where everything is. I literally go in there and talk to her every day. Her plant. That's my plant room. We talk every day. So I'm pretty sure that's the room she's referencing to.
Okay. All right. Well, I send love to you. I show gratitude, Mr. Money. I'm glad the
I
baby's
show so much gratitude. I love you to life. I bless you.
absolutely love you back.
Gratitude.
All right. All right. Let's see here. Uh Greetings, Chrissy. But hey, Shandy, did you want to say anything else?
Okay, yeah. So, with the solar eclipse, so I know you said it has something to do with how can I say this? P shitty. So in Cleveland, we had totality. A lot of people travel on top of us having the final four here with the funny looking genome girl. They be like hyping her up and everything. Yeah, so they have that. So they have that here in Cleveland, and we had a lot of travelers. I work downtown. I work at the casino. Super super hectic, and I went to work yesterday, and it was already so many people here for it. Rude, super rude people. But it was a lot of people. So I know you said it was like a ritual thing. So that could have been like the turnout. The projects, I live close by the projects, jumping. All the projects was jumping. Everybody had all types of parties, solar eclipse parties. But this is the thing that was like weird to me. So when it came out, when the totality happened, it was like a red ring around it on top of it being dark outside. It was like a red like speck. Like I couldn't get a good picture of it. I got some really good pictures of the eclipse itself while it was dark outside when we had the totality, but it was like a red speck around it. So I remember when you saying like it really wasn't a real eclipse, and I was hearing from other people like, "Oh, they said the moon is nowhere near here. The eclipse is fake." Like this is what I'm hearing from people who going inside the casino and was drunk the night before. So I'm like, I'm confused. And then I'm going off of what you were saying. So I'm like, yeah, it looked very weird. Like if you like stared at it, the cameras couldn't capture it, but it had like a red speck around it. And then people saying, "Oh, they were shooting rockets at it." I'm like, what are y'all talking about? But it definitely did look suspect. But if he did do this for ritual purposes, everybody was outside. I didn't want to go out there, but when it got dark, everybody forced me to come outside, and I got a few pictures, but it was a lot of people outside, a lot of people, a lot of Melanite people as well, because it was some people was riding past like, oh yeah, I'm black, I ain't about to watch that eclipse. I'm like, what do that have to do with anything? But hey, I don't know.
We hype ourselves for the strangest reasons.
Exactly. He was like, yeah, shoot, they over there in the ghetto lit. They having cookouts and barbecues. This was what my neighbor saying, because he didn't really want to watch it, but he was over here, so I mean, might as well. But yeah, the energy was very off in the city. On top of like the Final Four stuff, the genomes was cutting up. They was out there cutting up the kids. It was pretty weird. And plus, it had been a lot of weird stuff going on, like personal wise. I feel like it had been a lot of clashing with a lot of people. I know you said their energy was out here, like with the stuff with my friend, me and her had got into it. It was like a lot of clashing with a lot of people that I've seen. A lot of people getting into it with family members, co-workers. It's been a lot of weird activity going on, definitely.
Girl, that is so crazy. I definitely show gratitude for coming on and giving us, what happened and what you witnessed or saw.
Of course, I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm gonna send you. Is it good if I email you the pictures for my validation?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I want to show you some pictures of my great grandma and some other pictures, because I never showed you any pictures before, so I want to send you some.
Oh, from our reading the
Yes.
other day. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, I love you, Shandy. Gratitude.
I love you too. Gratitude, everyone.
How old are you now?
I just turned 20. Fresh 20.
I thought so. She's been with me for a long time, and she was young when she came.
I was a fresh 16 when I found Quatita's channel. I was a fresh 16. I am 20 now.
Well, congratulations on everything. I'm so excited.
Yes, gratitude. I love you guys. I love you. Love you to life, governess.
Love you to life.
And the Pandora charms will be on the way as well.
Okay.
All right. Love you.
Bye. All right. Love you too. Peace.
Bye.
Hey, Miss Jaquetta.
Gratitude. I'm nervous. It's an honor to be on your channel for the first time. I've been following you for a long time, Quatita. A long time.
I've said so much love to you.
Yesterday, when you opened up, I was outside getting ready to prepare for the solar eclipse, had my little shades or whatnot. But then you opened up and we started raising our vibrations. And the song that you always play for me, my wife, that was our reception song. So I love that song. Your channel, the only place I ever heard it on.
What song is it?
For me.
Oh, for me?
Yes.
Really?
We told my reception hall up on that song, and nobody never heard it before.
I love that.
I love it too. We love it too. We love it.
Oh, don't make me cry, man.
But yesterday I was outside, and when you came on, and we started raising the vibration, and when I tell you, I was so heated the rest of the day yesterday, even though it was a cast over and we couldn't see anything over here in Texas. So I was kind of disappointed, but then when I came in the house, like I said, I was still hyped and still full of energy from us raising the vibration. And when I came in the house, I was turning the TV and somebody said something about though they might have a recall on those glasses, and they may have started having lawsuits on the glasses because the glasses wasn't right. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad it was overclass, so I never had to use those glasses. What are they trying to do to us? It's so much fraud going on. It's crazy. And then I kept seeing different people posting different things about it wasn't really the moon, and I was just glad I didn't witness it because it wasn't meant for me. But I got what I needed. I got it, and it's still with me. I got it.
Heard you on that. Wow. Okay. So you didn't feel any energy or anything?
Yes.
You did?
I still feel it. I'm still tingling all over.
That's so interesting. Wowzers. Wow. And you're in Texas, you said?
Yep.
So did it get dark where you are?
It got dim. It didn't get all the way dark because, like I said, it was an overcast, but it did get dim. And then it just got back to normal. Clouds stayed out the rest of the night. It was crazy. And then my family member over there in Dallas, they got everything. But right over here, nothing in San Antonio. Everything was overcast.
You in San Ann?
Mm-hmm.
I used to live in San Antonio.
Really?
I lived in Houston
What
and
the
I lived in San Antonio. That's why it's so funny. People always be like, don't come to Houston. Bitch, I used to live in Houston, right behind the Fiesta. The fuck? Right off the highway.
I
But
love
yeah,
it.
and I used to live in San Antonio. I lived there for a short amount of time. Hey, Chrissy. I lived there for hey, Clear Jules. I lived there for a short amount of time in San Antonio. And then I left there and I went to truck driving school. Um, yeah. And that's when I went to truck driving school in Dallas South. So I lived in South Dallas as well. People don't know that. I've lived in several places in Texas. So
Here.
it's always funny to me when they're always threatening me because you don't know who I know. Please don't get shot. Okay.
Right.
But what is wrong with your wife's legs?
She said she be working all the time, and they be hurting her because she be on the concrete on her job.
Okay.
We were just talking about it yesterday because we took off yesterday. She said I did get a little rest, but she had to go back today.
And whose mother's passed, yours or hers?
Mine's.
Okay. Am I pronouncing your name wrong? Is it Juquetta?
Yep.
Because she keeps telling me I'm pronouncing your name wrong because I keep saying Jaquetta and she's like, it's Juquetta. So I feel like I
Oh,
need
she
to.
always would say that. She would always say that. When people say like Jaquetta, she was like, it's Jaquetta, it's Jaquetta. She always do that. Correct people, my name.
Because I kept wanting to call you Juju and I'm like, what? Okay. I want to send so much love to you because she also says Papa is here too, like the father. So I don't know if that's your father or her father.
My daddy died from COVID recently.
Okay. So she says that he's here as well.
Mm.
She keeps saying she's team you, team you. Okay. Apparently, so when did you just got married, you said?
2021.
She had passed before that?
Yes.
Because she's talking about the wedding, the ceremony itself, not the reception, because she keeps saying that she thought you would have done a little bit more, although she enjoyed it. She
This is my second marriage.
So you didn't want to go all out this time or something. Is that what it is?
It was a small ceremony, and
Yeah.
my first marriage was with a man right before she died. And
Got
she
it.
was there. She hosted it, and it was amazing.
Okay. So that's why
Yeah.
she's acknowledging the smaller ceremony.
That was our last biggest event.
She tells me that she's okay with your lifestyle. And that she sends a lot of love to you. Your father, he's very quiet. He just keep like raised like, hey, like, and he's blowing kisses to you. I send love to you from both of them. You actually have a lot of people that have come in. There's someone that would have been like a sibling as well. So I don't know if that's a sibling to you or a sibling to wife or a sibling to mom, because there's a sibling here as well. Somebody keeps saying niecey. So you're somebody's niece. So I need to, or somebody's name is niecey. So I need to acknowledge that as well. Lady K, Lady K, K, Lady K. She's talking about you're getting your footing back. So I don't know if you felt like the rug had been pulled out from up under you, but she's like you're starting to get your footing back. And almost like you're trusting yourself a little bit more.
Yeah.
Somebody else is here. Who crossed it was like a sibling, unless this is a friend. Who is that?
My wife's brother crossed over like a couple years ago.
Did she not get to see her brother before he passed?
No, he was gonna be in our wedding, but he ended up leaving here before then. And she took it real.
Okay, because I need to acknowledge that like somebody did not get to see this person. So if she did not get to see him, like I don't know if she waited for him or he was waiting for her, but I have to also acknowledge that and just send love to her that it's okay. He blows a lot of kisses, and says it was still beautiful. Okay.
You to go.
Oh, the she's getting her footing back. That's the oh, I got chills all over my body. That's the rug that was pulled out from up under the feet. She felt like she had the wind knocked out of her when this happened. Oh, I got chills. Oh my goodness. Um,
Suck it real hard.
he said nothing can bring me back, and she knows that, and that's what's devastating
He
to
took his
her.
own. He took his own life.
He's sorry for it all because he understands how he knocked the wind out of her.
Yeah.
Like she never saw that coming.
No, nobody did. It was bad.
Girl, somebody keeps calling Jules' name over here, child. I don't even know who the hell. Somebody keeps calling her name. But I send so much love to you, Miss Juquetta. And please just know that they're here and they send love. She really needs to pay attention. Maybe she needs to get some of the compression socks when she's working, and that may help. Because I really want to highlight, like, I don't know if it's like varicose veins or the back of the legs, but that's kind of where I want to highlight, as well as right here in the front of the thighs. They want her to just, like, get a massage, wear the compression socks, try to get the legs taken care of. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I show some love to you, Miss Juquetta.
I'm gonna jump on your other channel too. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Gratitude.
Much gratitude.
Hey, Chrissy. How are you? I can't hear you. You're not on mute. This might try to call your not on phone. No. Okay. You probably gonna have to go out and come back in. Nope, we can't hear you. She gonna have to go out and come back in. How are you doing, Clear Jules?
I am doing well. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, she probably ain't gonna hear me either. But so during the eclipse, I was at work. I felt anxious,
Mm.
like a burst of energy, like anxious. And I was at lunch, and I can see outside like it's getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. And then I'm like, well, let me go out here and just because everybody's outside, let me go out here and just look. And I look with the glasses, I look without the glasses. I'm like, oh, okay. But it was like a burst of energy. And then girl, and then to piggyback off what the other lady said, I haven't had a cycle in years, and I had one last week.
Oh,
Threw me off. I'm like, what is going on here? I ain't had one in years. I had to go to the store, get all the little stuff. I'm like, okay. But
wow.
yeah, I ain't had one in years. But it was like it just threw me and I
Oh no, you're on mute. No, you're still on mute. Wait a minute. There
okay,
you
there
go.
it is. My headphones died on me. But yeah, I just felt this burst of like energy, like anxious. And then when I got home, I was like drained.
Mm.
I just sat on the couch. I didn't turn on no TV. I didn't turn on the lights. I just sat here. I just felt
Wow.
drained.
That's so strange. Like I didn't experience there go Chrissy. I didn't experience any except for like I felt the energy, I felt my emotions. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? I felt that. And so that's how I knew that it was gonna affect the emotions too. You know what I'm saying? Was
Yeah.
because of that.
Hmm. Interesting. But yeah, it was like, ugh. I just
Did
couldn't shake
your
it.
children feel it or experience anything? Did you notice anything from them?
She, my daughter, she was just chilling. Normally, she'll turn on the TV too and be playing and bouncing around. She was not either.
Wow.
She was not either. Like she right next to me. I told her to be quiet because that's how she
Yeah.
normally is. But yesterday she was. It was just sit down, just chill, and just look outside.
I really want to acknowledge your love life for some reason in the business.
Oh, good.
Um, did
The love
you
life.
do a business and shut a business down, or are you thinking about doing a business?
Doing another business, yes.
So do you already have one?
Yeah.
And then who you said your love life is in the
It's
shitter.
trash. Mm-mm.
But who are you connected with? Did you used to date somebody that's connected to sports, or like what's the coach, or what's the sports person?
Uh-uh. I mean, they like sports, but they didn't play sports, not professionally or nothing, but
No, I keep feeling like somebody's a coach.
I don't know who that
I
is.
want you to remember that because
Okay.
there may be somebody that may be coming. Um, ooh,
Uh-oh. Cortina, don't do that.
it's kind of a lot, and I'm gonna just. Are you aware that one of your associates is jealous of you? Oh no, did your sound go out? No!
It's taking everybody out.
What the heck? You can't hear me? Oh my gosh.
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
I can't hear her.
I can't hear her. Okay. Yeah, it was a lot. I feel like they was trying to stop some stuff in the midst of. Girl, look at Jackie with the cigarette hanging out her damn mouth.
Oh my gosh. Hey, y'all.
Hey, Chrissy. How are you?
Hello.
Tell me about your experience with the eclipse.
So I feel like my experience was more so prior to the eclipse. So I think you did a live when you were talking about the reprogramming and the emotions.
Yeah.
Literally, like that whole week before, like literally my whole household got sick. Like, so that was the whole thing. But definitely the emotions was ridiculous. Like, I literally broke down crying probably like 2 or 3 times in that day. And it wasn't, nothing triggered it, if that makes sense. Like, oh,
Mhm.
I'm sad, or oh, this. Like, I literally was crying. I didn't know if it was happy tears, sad tears, that type of thing. My temperament was like my patience. I didn't have any. I was very like snappy. It's hard to, it's not hard to explain, but it was that, and pretty much my energy was all over the place. And then after I pretty much, because it was, let me back up. So right now, only my two little ones. So my baby girl, she just turned 1, and then my 3-year-old, they live here permanently. So all the kids come on spring break. So everybody was here. So everybody was sick. But once everybody got better, everybody left. But from then until the day before yesterday, I never get headache. My head literally felt like it was like about to explode
Mm.
almost. So like it was like very sharp pains. I wouldn't even call it a headache. It was just pressure, and then I'm like, all right, well maybe it's sinus, but I don't have allergies either. So that's kind of went away now. But it was pretty much just that, and like yesterday during the eclipse, first of all the videos and everything I watched, I totally forgot about it yesterday. I was at CVS. It was like a regular day. Like I was parking, and it was this guy that was in the Air Force. He was literally parked right next to my car, and he was looking up at it with his glasses. And then I looked, and then I was like, oh well, we was outside. It was regular. It was like nothing spectacular. But one thing that I did notice, my 3-year-old, she hurt herself real bad yesterday. She busted the inside of her, like the top of her mouth. I don't know how it happened, but my kids kept injuring herself yesterday. So I thought that was very weird.
like all yesterday. It was very weird. So pretty much that.
Wow.
And lastly, it was like so I always said this is before I knew about the spring equinox and things like that. My birthday is March the 5th, but I always say like March the 5th, that is my New Year's. So I always feel this sense of reflection and all these type of things. But so I would say this as well with the eclipse. um so first of all, my husband threw me a party, and I would recommend this to everybody. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. It was a card party. A card party meaning everybody bring a card and pictures and things of that nature. So it was family from both sides, and they had pictures and all these different things from my childhood, and it just brought everything like full circle, and it was very therapeutic. It was almost like a funeral, but you're living. So it was very celebratory of me. So like celebrating of me. It was very emotional, like the aftermath of it all, like cleaning it up. I was like, oh my god, but and I'm rambling. So fast forward, now I'm like putting pieces of the puzzle of my life together and understanding things, but still not fully understanding everything. So ever since then, it's just been very a lot going on in my head. And then last thing, so everybody knows about Nature Boy, that whole scenario. So I was following this channel, you know how people do the commentary, so on and so forth. So they're talking about cults. And then I so the lady, she posted a video of the church I was raised in. My great grandfather was the bishop of the church. So I wrote in the comments like, oh, that's my great grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
So now the lady is like, oh well, she pretty much wants to do an interview with me. So now I'm just looking at the whole thing like, oh shoot, this was a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So even with that, it's like a whole like thing. And now I'm just looking deeper to this like something that I think is so normal, and it's just like a lot. So it's just pretty much of like a reflecting type of trying to understand things that I don't answer questions and all of this stuff, even with stuff with my dad. There's just a lot. So yeah,
Well,
that's
totally. Listen, I hear you and I get it, but I didn't experience a lot of it. One thing you did say that's registering to me, like I've been having the strangest sinus problem. It is like heavy right now, and I'm thinking like it's just the weather. We're in April, you know what I mean? Like I've been feeling it coming on for like a week, and it's so disgusting and
strong.
nasty and tasting horrible, and like please like please don't let my breath be like like shit, can't. I'm in the shower today spraying my sinuses out,
Yeah,
like it is
it's ridiculous.
crazy.
And I've been definitely drawn to, so again, I have babies, so somebody be like, oh yeah, you should take the kids to the park. So it just takes like so long to do everything. But like
Yeah,
for
but
the
the
past
baby,
few,
you said the baby is 3 already.
the baby is 3. The baby is 3, and my daughter, she just turned 1 on the 20th.
Okay, I'm about to say shit, it ain't been 3 years
Oh no,
already.
no. The baby is 1. But for the past couple days, like I literally woke up. As soon as I woke up out of my bed, brushed my teeth, I threw clothes on, and I literally walked outside with no shoes on, grabbed one of them, and walked outside and did some type of grounding. And then as well as I got all my seeds, my potting mix, and all of that, so I can I have to plant. Like Spirit has been telling me to, so I have all my stuff. So I really just want to get that done because I just feel the urge to do so. Like I need to do it
Right. So
immediately.
I don't pick up a lot on you, but a couple things that have been standing out since the whole time you've been talking is I don't know when you're gonna start doing readings.
It's the time, and then that's another thing. It's just like this is another thing, the reprogramming, which I need to do because when you said that immediately after I was like, who to download the program. My time has been like speeding. Like say my kids go to sleep or they're eating or whatever, and the time is like on fast forward, but I'm moving at a regular pace. So I can't remember the exact words or whatever I asked, but the time was being normal. When I looked up at the clock, it was only an hour past. So that definitely helps. So I definitely need to re-implement that because I'll be cooking, doing this, my basic stuff, and the time just disappears. Like seriously, I'll be going to bed
So
4 in the morning.
basically, you saying you don't have no time in a day.
No, I don't have the time. Like I really want to do. Like I definitely have an idea. Like I have a child's idea just for like a YouTube. Well, I'll pretty much say it, whatever. If somebody takes it, whatever. But don't you know how kids are always on the phone and things like that? And a lot of like the content for children, they say like it's overstimulated like that. So my kids like they're touching my phone, they like to be on FaceTime. So I want to do like an interactive YouTube for the kids. Like it's like they're talking to somebody on the phone in a sense, but it's like a learning thing at the same time. Cause I YouTube like fake FaceTime video calls or whatever, but they don't have any. So I want to do something like that, but where it's like a learning interactive type of thing.
Okay.
That's in my mind, but yeah.
Understood. Okay. Well, I send love to you, so maybe
Thank
we
you.
can see you doing it here shortly.
So can I ask something though? Because I remember at the aesthetic, Papa said this is when we was leaving, and you had on Atlantis. It was so emotional. Every time I just think about it, I just want to cry. But it was over. And Papa said, your father, and then he just said, never mind. Like no, it's done or whatever. But it's something, and I just cannot put my finger on it. And the other day, I'll just put it all out there, whatever they like, whatever. So it's just like the other day, I sat and reflected. So I always I always in my relationships tell people like, oh yeah, my dad did this, my dad did that, all these things, whatever. So now I'm in a space of stability. So I've really sat and thought, and I'm like, my dad really tried to have me killed a few times. I feel like in my life, like multiple times, like set up, and he's confirmed it in those instances. Like it's just been so many different scenarios with my father from the age of like 16 until, you know what I mean? And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Yeah, Papa didn't go into anything, but he was just like your father. And then I was like, what? Tell me. He's like, no.
I don't know
It's crazy. So
I don't know.
So at the age 16, I left. I ran away from home. My dad just started. We just moved with my dad when I think I was like 14, but I ran away from home when I was 16, and I pretty much got kidnapped in a sense, and somebody was in a sense trafficking me or trying to traffic me in a sense, but I really wasn't trying because I started dancing. I was only dancing for a short period of time. I'm green, and they pretty much took me to New York. You know what I mean? And I didn't know or whatever. Like, I remember that time I called my dad and he was like, he didn't say anything. He was just like, well, like, it is what it is. And then there was another time I was being followed in the cars. And then there was another time. And then it was just like a lot of different situations. I'm like, what's going on? I just don't understand. It's very weird. But
You said he validated that for you?
yeah, which part? The following in the car?
Well, you said he kind of admitted that he was like trying to
Okay,
have something
yeah.
happen to you.
So that was another thing. So it was I don't know the year, but I stopped working with my dad is really successful, supposedly, whatever. But he fired me, but without firing me. Long story short, I was being followed like for hours and hours and hours. And I was hanging with this girl who is now passed away or got killed or shot or whatever. But I was being followed. Like I was telling everybody, I was telling the police, I was telling everybody, people, my family, they wasn't believing me. It was just a whole weird thing. I even called him in the midst and I was like, why are you doing this? Like, what is it? What do you want your car back or something? And he was like, yeah. Now he gave me his car, but he didn't give me the title. And then he was just pretty much like, oh, well, like it was like a laugh, a ha 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 thing. It was very weird. I got jumped that same day, like in the middle of traffic and everything. And it was just like, what the hell is this? It's very weird.
That's very strange.
It's very strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's very interesting, and I don't know. So I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm not trying to figure it out really because I have my distance. But it's just very weird. Like, what is the point? And then I'm like, is he even my dad? So I go into these whole rants with my husband, and he just be like, yeah, well, spiritual more is real when you're in the different world and blah blah blah. So I just like whatever. So, but
Gratitude.
yeah. Well, gratitude to you for everything, and everything's pretty much going well. I'm just trying to find a balance, and the last thing I was trying to find a balance of, the healthcare system, and because I'm doing homeschooling as well. Oh, my teenage son lives here too now, so he's out of his the high school he was going to, and now he lives here. I'm homeschooling him, and then I have my 2 girls here. So I'm just balancing all that. That's another thing that takes up a lot of time. So shout out to Charmin because I don't know how she does it because that thing is not no joke. The curriculum, the consistency, the patience, the everything. So that's what I'm doing as well.
Well, gratitude, Chrissy.
No problem. Thank you so much.
All right, no problem. All
All
right.
right.
Um, I want to see who this is. Just a second, yeah. Is it Gmoji? Greetings, Gmoji. That's what I thought. I'm gonna take you out of here. All right. Greetings, Kayla. Is it Kayla Lachey?
Yes, it's Michaela Lachey. It's Michaela, but I go by Kayla Lachey on Facebook. Um,
Greetings.
greetings. I was just gonna say during the eclipse, it was like a really weird feeling that came on me. I work from home, so I went outside when it started happening. But I've been seeing shadows a lot lately ever since. I seen like 3 of them last night. One in my kids' room, my dining room, and another bedroom that nobody goes to. But I've just been seeing a lot of things, hearing things. Um, I don't know. It's been weird. I've been anxious. I haven't been able to sleep. My eyes is poofy,
And
headache.
so did you see the eclipse?
I wasn't able to see it through the glasses. I went outside just to look up to see if I could actually see it because we only got 95%. I'm in Oklahoma, so we only got 95% of the eclipse. So I wasn't able to actually see it, but it did get dim here, but not like it was everywhere else. But it was
Said it
pretty
got
weird.
fairly dark in Ohio and Cincinnati. They said it got fairly dark, but 95% is a lot.
Yeah, I would thought it would have got like I would have been able to see it. I had my ex boyfriend's welding helmet, so I tried to see if I could see it through that, and it wouldn't let me do it either. But I just wanted to go outside just to see how it was, to feel the energy. There's just to see if it was gonna be off.
Mm,
It was different in the last. Sorry, I'm nervous though. Yeah, but
that's
that's all about.
interesting.
Yeah, that's just what I wanted to share.
Yeah, no, you didn't. You want to read it? Don't lie to me.
No, I wanted some insight, but I also wanted to figure out if I was tripping with the shadows.
Tell me
Um,
what it is that you want me to look at.
um, my grandmother.
Well, I'm
I
glad because
supposed-
that's the first thing that I kept hearing. So I ain't tripping. That's all I wanted to understand. I knew I wasn't tripping. Whose house are you in?
I'm actually renting this house. I've been trying to move for the last 3 years, but every time I try to find somewhere to go, I can't never go nowhere. It's like everything, every house I try to move to, I get denied, or I can just keep me here.
Have you thought that maybe you're supposed to move a little further than
Like
what
out of
you're
state.
looking?
I want to move out of state. Yes, I
Yeah,
just don't know where to go.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I do. I want to move to Atlanta or Texas or something like
Well,
that.
Texas is what stands out to me, not Atlanta for me. I see Texas for you. And that's why I said just a little further out, not too far. But your grandmother does stand out very heavily. Um, Let me understand. Did you grow up in the church? Why is church so heavily around you?
Yes, I did. I used to go to church all the time. My grandmother used to be in church all the time. I've kind of left church. I'm not in church as much. I kind of do my own thing here with my kids,
Yeah.
teach them stuff that I'm learning, so they won't be like a lot of stuff that I learned was a lie. So I'm kind of trying to teach my daughter, my oldest, and my youngest kids like the truth. A lot of stuff that I was told.
Understand. Understood. Um, there's a couple things besides the grandmother that stands out that I want to acknowledge for you. But for me, the stuff that I pick up on you is kind of health. What is like, is it you or because I know you have a few people with you right now who has the dental issue? I don't know if somebody needs to have like the wisdom tooth pulled or what's the dental work that needs to be done. Also, I picked up like it's either high blood pressure or diabetes as well.
I did have high blood pressure when I was pregnant with her, but I haven't been to the doctor yet, so I don't know. And then the dental, my daughter, I was thinking about getting her braces, but I haven't did that either.
Okay. I honestly feel like do you want to be married?
Do I want to be married?
Yeah.
Yes and no. I do because my grandparents, they've been married for like 54 years. But I just want that type of relationship. I mean, they have problems, but and then the no part is because of the problems that they did have.
That stands out so big. Like your whole family dynamic that you see in your mind that you want to have. Is like the marriage thing. And you know how some people like they want in their imagination, they want to be like a millionaire, they want to be rich, you want to be comfortable with a beautiful family.
Yeah, I do.
And
I
I
do.
don't think there's anything wrong with that. Um, I feel like you have to be very careful about like the high blood pressure or whatever that is. I feel like right now you need to change your diet and what you're eating. Even though I feel like you do try to change it, but it doesn't really change the way that it should change. Okay. Um,
Right. That's stuff I definitely look into that because I've been saying I was gonna go on a diet. I've gained some weight, a lot of weight than I expected to. So
yeah. Um, It's also something about the help that you get or the help that you receive is like a off and on kind of thing, or the support that you receive is like I don't know. Whenever it comes, we don't know when it's coming. Like you know what I mean? It just feels like it's not steady like you would need for it to be.
yeah, that's definitely it's stopped me from doing anything, especially with my kids. I work from home, so my youngest is with me all the time. Um, yeah, but and I don't have nobody to watch my babies like they supposed to, grandparents wise.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's true.
yeah. Um, I honestly just feel like Miss Kayla that it's about you putting um just putting the pedal to the metal and kind of doing some different things, just changing up a few things for yourself. Um, feeling like, have you been back and forth with the same person? What is that?
Yeah, it's my kid's dad. I've been on and off with him for 10 years. And we recently
Girl,
just split up.
it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, no, I'm trust me, it's been confirmed multiple times. And I keep saying I'm gonna leave him alone.
And because you keep getting pregnant when you get back together.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it always happens. But yeah, no, it's just and it's always a cycle in him. And I kind of got onto that cycle. I've been done, especially from the last situation that he did. I kind of like left it. I'm leaving it alone. I can't deal with it no more. It's stressing me out and making me mentally making me think and do things that I normally wouldn't do. I act out of my character, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
it's a lesson learned.
you just need to take a few things off of your plate and try some other stuff. Um, and really think about that move going somewhere else. But also like I don't know if you do some kind of like medical building or coding or something. For whatever reason, that kind of registry or something stands out. So I would say look at some other things, but also look around in Texas because I feel like you're not where you should be right now.
That's how I feel. It is. I work with fraud. I'm a fraud analyst, so basically, I make sure everybody credit cards are safe.
Okay,
Yeah.
understood, understood. Okay, well, I definitely send a lot of love to you, gratitude. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, governess. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Have a good day.
You too. Greetings, Jackie.
Hey, Quatita, how you?
I'm good. How are you?
Child, I can't complain, trying to maintain.
Good, good. So, how did the eclipse affect you? I'm hungry as hell.
So yesterday I went outside and I didn't get the little glasses or whatever, but I did look up at it or whatever, and I got so dropped, and it did get kind of it got dark out for a minute,
You
and it
clicked out. You said you got so what?
drained.
Mm.
Like I was so drained and so tired. Like I just was like, and then I ended up getting a real bad headache. And once it started getting dark, it kind of scared me because I thought something was gonna come out the goddamn sky. So shit, I came in the house, you know. So after that, my daughter slept through the whole thing, but I was just so and this here headache just so I thought I realized was because I got real bad sinuses anyway. So
How
I'm
did I
thinking
have Tasha on here twice? She's still behind the screen. Tasha, is your stuff messed up? Why do I have her up here twice? Go ahead, Jackie. I'm so sorry. Yes, ma'am.
you hell, I don't forget shit. But anywho,
You said you had a headache?
girl, yeah, I got sinus real bad, like, and I just realized I thought it was sinus, so I took the medicine, and then I just started like having all this drainage and stuff, like it's just mass mucus coming up out of nowhere. So I don't know.
Your service is bad. They keep clicking you out and bringing you back in. But I guess it may be something with the sinus. I don't know how that affects this energy would affect that, but mine's like I said been messed up too. But that headache, I have not experienced that. Only reason why I was having a headache here for the last couple of weeks is because I'm in detoxing. So, that I do feel. I don't necessarily feel drained. So do you feel drained? You feel like you're drained?
I feel like I'm drained. I already have insomnia, so but last night I slept so good and I went to sleep so early. Like I slept peaceful.
I will say that though. I didn't go to bed super early because early for me is like 12 or 1 o'clock. So I went to bed about, I don't even know, but you know,
Yeah, early for me is like 11 o'clock because I usually be up until 3.
I listen, it was daylight outside when I went to bed. I ain't gonna lie to you, it was like 6 in the rising. I was like, where the fuck? Because I had dozed off and was like, is that like, is it? Oh, wow. So yeah, it was like 6 in the rising, child, when I finally really went to bed and then I got right back up. But, um, Jackie, you've been with me for a very long time, like
Yes,
a
ma'am.
very long time. Um, Probably like 7 years you've been around. Um, and I know that your son was murdered, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Why is March significant for you?
My birthday just passed. I just turned 50.
Okay. So I do believe I have your son, and he keeps highlighting the month of March. So if that's your birthday, then I can only imagine that he is saying happy birthday to you. But I definitely want to listen a little bit more. Is your mom also crossed?
Oh no, ma'am. Please,
Who
no,
is the
no.
grandmother?
Her mom and my great grandma. You got
Okay.
Lowry and Rachel Shade.
So your grandmother's crossed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Girl, I don't know why I'm so nervous. I just got nervous.
No, don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
Whew.
I don't know if your grandmother fell before she passed or what that is because somebody keeps talking about they fell or they didn't fall or something about the fall.
She fell while she was fishing and had a heart attack
Oh, okay.
on April Fool's Day.
Oh, wow. Got it. Understood. Okay. So he's come in with the grandmother. Um, He's sending a lot of love to you, your son is, and he's saying he appreciates the tribute that you did. So there's some sort of tribute that you paid to him. Um, oh, that was you. That was you. That was you. Did you put up his picture when he was a little boy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Because that's what he keeps showing me. Okay. So he's talking about that, paying a tribute to him. Um, what he keeps highlighting, he asked me if it's okay if he called me Quatita. Of course it is. But he keeps highlighting, he keeps saying, like, for you, it's every day. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of time span, although there is a lot of time span since his passing. But for you, it still seems like it's very new or very fresh. Um,
Yeah.
I feel like you deal with it better. Although I feel like you've always kind of dealt with it encased in within yourself. You don't like, it's almost like you like to keep him to yourself, and you don't often share him with other people because I feel like you feel like people don't necessarily get it, where other people may be over it, you're still in it,
Yeah.
and it's different.
Yeah.
Your son is very much so with you every day, and it's almost like he waits on you to talk to him. So he wants to send so much love to you. Um, Now he does have jokes. He's very funny, Jackie,
Yes.
because he's talking about gas and you having gas in your stomach, and he's like, um, what I don't understand is like how I feel like you've handled it differently, but it feels like this year, or I should say like 2023 going into 2024, why was this the most difficult or something? Or why was this very heavy or difficult for you?
Because I mean, you know what? It's kind of hard to explain. You know, it's just that I think it's coming up on his 10-year anniversary, and coming up on his 10-year, I just turned 50. He's supposed to be here because that was my partner in crime. So
It's also like he's also acknowledging the thoughts of what he would have done, children he would have had, like,
yep.
you know what I mean? And
Hmm.
it's like you feel cheated.
I do.
I understand. And I send so much love to you from him. And he's like, it's okay. He understands it. He gets it. Um, and he's just sorry that he can't change that for you, you know.
Yeah, I
Um,
know. Then I just found out his sister pregnant.
oh, okay, damn it, Jackie, you beat me. Damn, I was about to ask you, is there a daughter for you? Okay, because he keeps highlighting the sister. So that is your child, his sister.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, maybe that's why he's highlighting her. He beat me to it, but please know that he is highlighting this. So that's why, because he didn't um able to leave that kind of a legacy for you in such a way that
he did. He actually did. His daughter, she 8 now, so she was born after he passed.
got it. Got
So
it.
he only left me one, but I just feel like I knew I would have had between,
Others.
yeah, between him. Since my other son is schizophrenic, I'm still praying that he comes out of it and be able to be a father because that's what he wants. But
Understood.
my daughter, on the other hand, I really wasn't expecting that. That threw me for a doozy.
Well, he is highlighting her. So, do we know what she's having?
I hope it's a boy. I want a
Okay,
boy.
because I wanted to say I believe it's gonna be a boy too. But
remember a long time ago you told me, he said, when I come back, you're gonna know when I come back. So I think that is him, his way of telling me, like, you got me.
coming up on his 10 year, that would be awesome.
Yeah. And she's doing November. So his death date is 11/17.
Really?
Yep.
That's beautiful. That's dope, Jackie. I send so much love to you. Um,
When you coming back to Cincinnati, child?
I'll be there shortly, for real, for real. I don't have anything planned in Cincinnati. I don't. I
Honey,
don't
I
think.
had a dream about you.
Really,
Yeah, it was good. We had a ball.
Jackie. I done had so many events. You ain't came to none of my damn events.
Girl, I don't come out the house, Couture. I don't like folks like that.
I get it. I get it, though. I
You
get it.
know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed like once he passed, my whole person that I used to be,
Hmm.
I'm just like, I go where I go and then I'm back in the house.
I heard you on that. Yeah. Uh,
But I'm trying to break out of it, but it seems like I just get so much anxiety.
did your other son? Did he smoke something before he
Yep,
went into his schizophrenia?
yep. They said somebody laced them.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted some validation on that. Well, that's unfortunate, but I definitely send love to you from your son and from your grandma. Okay.
Thank you, gratitude.
Gratitude. All right. I see we got quite a few people because I know really some of y'all just kind of want the reading, and y'all don't give a shit about an eclipse, and neither do I. But I don't have much more time to be on here, so I'm gonna see what I can get to and get through. Um, I don't know why Tasha. I have you back in the queue also up here. Tasha, is there something wrong with your thing? Is this the right one? Nope, I think this one is frozen. I think that's what it is. Because let me see. Tasha.
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I had to take the other one down. Okay, I'll be with you in a minute. Okay.
Okay.
So hey Tiffany, how are you? Tiffany?
I don't think. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't think. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh,
Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you.
okay. So I can't hear you, but I have my daughter's phone. We doing a little whatever. But my son's birthdays were yesterday, right? And my oldest one, he was turned 9. He got sick, like drained, and he was really like, "Oh, mom, I can't," like dramatically drained. So then my youngest one that turned 5, he was just whiny, and he's never whiny like the way he was yesterday. Ooh, yeah, it hurt. Chill, hold on. And so, me personally, and all of us, the kids, we slept through it all. We had plans on getting up, like, yeah, we're gonna watch the damn eclipse, all that, and nobody got up. It was probably like 12 o'clock, and we were all looking at each other like, "Did you see it?" We was like, "No." We all had like puffy faces and just ugh. So my personal experience was I'm nauseous. You know what I mean? I'm already big and drained because I'm pregnant and stuff. But it was like a different type of energy. She wasn't moving so much yesterday in the
That's
womb.
interesting.
What did she say?
I said that's
So
interesting.
that was the kids' part. In my personal experience, it was just. I said that's interesting. That was the kids' part. In my personal experience, it was just. I said that's interesting. That was the kids' part. In my personal experience, it was just.
Yeah, because we're close. Okay.
Oh, what the hell? Okay. Greetings, Nalia.
Greetings.
How
How
are
are you?
you?
I'm doing well, getting better every day, dealing with these three. But um, my or am I okay to go, or is
Yeah.
somebody okay? So with their experience yesterday, right before your horoscopes, I got super sleepy, and my cousin texted me like, "It's happening." I'm like, "Girl, fuck that, I'm sleepy." But
Yeah.
for some reason, I tell Aria that the sun, when the sun comes up, I say the sun's waking up. So she started to see the sun go down, so she was like, the sun's going to sleep, the sun's going to sleep. But she knows that it's still the morning. So I'm like, yeah, but I didn't see the sun or anything. We didn't see the eclipse physically, so I did an impromptu with our light in the house, which was funny because they were like, "What do you mean? Are they clashing together?" I'm like, "No, it's just saying hi." So I took like a pillow and did a little impromptu so they could understand that. And then so surprisingly though, I was able to handle all three because I've been struggling since we got home from the hospital to handle all three. Like Aria's more clingy, she cries a lot now, so I'm trying to like figure out how to deal with hers because she's not the baby anymore. But she was manageable. She was helpful. She wasn't crying as much as she usually does. The only thing she was upset about was because she kept wanting to try play in muddy puddles, but there was no rain or nothing. So after the eclipse happened, we kind of chilled out for a bit, and then when my husband got home, we had went to the store. I'm thinking people are like gonna have attitudes because the energy affects everybody, and it's crazy because I'm listening to everybody else and a lot of the similarities and there's differences in people's how they all react to it. For some reason, I'm thinking everybody finna just have an attitude, but everybody was nice. The place that I was going to, sometimes a lot of black businesses they have bad customer service, but this place that I went to, they were really nice. Like, I'm not saying like my Melanite people are rude, but
They are.
from but from my experiences I've been in, it's never been like how I walked in. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm getting
Our people
pampered.
treat us like we lucky to give them our
Yeah,
business.
yeah. So I was like, okay, we're gonna come back. So I went to the store. I went to Jewels, or Jewels is what I call it. Got some stuff, and then I came home. Now I'm like, okay, I'm tired. I'm ready to go to sleep. But I was kind of like in the midst of tired but still productive. Like I was able to take down Aria's hair. We put little pigtails in her hair and stuff, and then I cooked dinner. Usually I'm too tired to cook dinner or I get overwhelmed because the baby and stuff, but my husband, he got up, helped out with the baby. I was able to cook dinner. I tried to make those mushroom steaks, mushroom
Mine
lion's
did
mane
not turn
mushroom.
out right the other day. I tried
Mine
to.
didn't either. It was really
I
squishy.
feel like they full of shit. I cannot make them correct. I don't know what happened.
That's what happened to my. It was funny because he was like, "This don't look like the TikTok." Was I'm like, "It don't." I'm
No, they was
getting
just dangling off the damn thing. I had lion's mane. They was just dangling. Like this ain't right.
yes. Mine was really really. It was like really squishy, and he was like, "I don't
Yeah,
like how it tastes." So I think what you have to do is keep pressing until you get the water out. I think we have to keep because it's a lot of water in the lion's mane. So I'm gonna
yeah.
try again one time, but that definitely threw us
I
off.
have to. I have two more packs.
Really? You have yeah, you try to make I seen this one girl make she made vegan chicken wraps and she fried it. Fry it. I like them fried. I tried to do the steak, it wasn't.
I can't have really a lot of oil right now.
Oh. Well, can you do the
Well,
air fryer?
well, my daughter took mine. Peacefully Humble had got me one, and my daughter took it, so
Oh.
I have to
Well,
get
that's
another one.
that's the blessings of having kids is we have to shop at our mother's house because I
Yeah,
know I be taking stuff. But
yeah.
I did cook, and then after usually I get tired, but like, okay, I'm gonna just clean up as much as I can and finish. But I was able to clean up the kitchen, and then I stayed up for a little bit because the little baby was now she wanted to act
And
up.
she's so cute. She really
Gratitude.
is.
She's so chunky now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
She's bigger than Bean Bean.
really,
Yeah, Bean Bean is
yeah, she
tiny
was.
still. She just look fat.
Yeah, she was 6 pounds. 6 pounds 7 ounces. But I'm glad she was there because I don't know if I could push out anything bigger. So.
Girl, cause you so small.
And
Yeah.
she almost broke me. Honestly, my delivery was it was a experience, but I'm very grateful that she's here, and I
Yeah.
always say that because that man, it ain't no more. Please tell me ain't no more, cause please, I'm finna fall out.
Listen, I do keep still picking up on the boy, but I wasn't gonna say it because I was like, she ain't gonna be able to handle
I
that
just told her I was
tidbit.
if she say I'm having another kid, I'm gonna fall out. I'm gonna fall
I
out.
wasn't gonna say. I still
And my
pick up
grandparents
on
keep
the
saying,
boy.
"You want some more kids?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, "If you don't do this, I'm not getting none of that. I'm not getting tube size, none of that. Look, no." I'm just
I wasn't gonna even say it. What I was gonna say is, why are you going back and forth in your mind, like you wanting to stop painting, or you're not sure about it, or what is that?
look. I just wanted to tell my experience, but because 3 kids, but it's more so like I don't know. It's still that whole coverage, like not getting the appreciation of course with you and stuff, but like broad in a broader sense, like not people not understanding this is art. I take time in this, and it's not some 1 2 step get it over with. Like it, I really put my feelings in this, and when people like, well,
Have you looked at Nalia? Sorry, have you looked at like getting them in restaurants or hotels and different things like that?
I did, and there was one place in Indiana. I just got to get out there because my cousin told her about it, but I haven't been paid. It's been a year since I picked up a brush. I think the last thing I did was a notebook for my best friend, and even that was well, no, I did the ultrasound. That
Yeah.
was the last
And
thing.
my daughter, she loves it. She has it put up with like the baby's like hospital bracelet and stuff. And she has it up. And then of course I keep my pillow, my
Hmm.
Shoshone pillow and stuff. But right now is definitely not the time for you to give up. If anything, this should be the momentum of push for you.
Hmm.
You need to really like look at doing some sort of gallery, but I feel like what it is you need some sort of agent or something.
Yeah,
You need someone that's going to help to push you, and
definitely.
to get you into certain places and to be able to help you put together a gallery showing because you have great artwork. I have one still hanging up in my altar room.
I always think of that. That's my first one I made of you, and I just think of it every now and then. I still have it in my gallery and stuff.
Absolutely. So you kind of really you need to go into that, and just see what that is for yourself. Um, but yeah, that's what I pick up on for you. Like that needs to be your focus. It's not time for you to give up on your art.
Gratitude, because you said that yesterday in the horoscopes too, and I know I just feel like I don't know. I guess with the three, I'm like, oh, I don't have time for it, but I'm gonna make time for it, especially and two, it's because we're outgrowing this apartment, so I really don't have any space to
Mm-hmm.
paint.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, let's work on just moving. Once we move, I can get me an little art area, and then get back into it because Aria is also artistic, but she doesn't understand paint stays on the paint, like on the paper, not on the walls, on the floors and stuff. So that's
Understood.
those are the three
Mhm.
main things that is keeping me from pursuing it. But gratitude for that.
Yes, ma'am. I send love to you.
Well, I send love to you and your family. Gratitude for allowing me up to tell my piece and
Absolutely.
even giving me that because I really did. I was like, I just want to tell what happened, but gratitude for that.
Okay, gratitude.
All right. Love you to life.
Love you to life as well. Miss Tasha,
Yes, ma'am.
hey, how are you?
Greetings. Good. How are you?
I'm well. What was
Good.
your experience for the eclipse?
Ooh, trying to talk about it. I'm jittery now to talk about it. But yesterday I was working, so I didn't really see anything, and I was with a client. It was on television, so I really wasn't tuned into it too much. Just listening to it. um, Her television it wasn't turned up too loud. She's up in age, and in the midst, I'm sitting there at the table. I did her pressure and just did some vitals and everything on her. And when I sat down, it was like a rush or something came to me, and I'm looking at her and I'm like trembling, and I just started crying. And I was like, hold on, what the hell? So I got up and I went outside and I called my daughter. I was like, are you okay? And she said, yeah, I'm fine. I'm at work. I said, I'm crying. I mean, just talking to you about it now, just like I want to cry. But after I was so emotional about it, and got some tears out of the way of it, I just started feeling better. I
Yeah.
felt, I felt lighter. I felt it was like I left me or something, like another session of me actually left from me. Like, I'm like, what was that? Like, just even when I'm talking to you about it, that's just how real it was. I'm like shaking about it because I just couldn't believe it. And I just came to my god sister's house, and we don't see each other much. That same lady who house I went to yesterday, my shift was canceled with her today. I put in a request to like release some things that no longer serve me. So,
You feel like
so I'm
that
just,
client is one of them?
I'm sorry.
You feel like that client is one of them?
I'm not sure, but I also, I've just been asking to receive some acceptance because I've been through, a lot in the past 5, 6 years now. I've been going through a lot and just, going through with everything. But that yesterday was just like unbelievable. And, I stated some things just in my mind of my family, my brother, which is my younger brother. We have just reconnected a little because we just, we lost our mom and stuff like that. And out of nowhere yesterday, he just called me. He doesn't even have a phone, but he went out his way and called me, hey. And I was like, hello? I'm looking at the phone and say, how do you feel? And he said, positive. I was like, oh, okay. Okay.
So you feel like the eclipse brought in energy of like emotion?
Yes. But it was better emotions than I have experienced in a long time. It's been years since I felt that good in my emotions.
Gotcha. Heard you.
So me coming here today, this has to be because we are always working. So I just, this time was cut out for me for some reason. And my god sister here, I guess she talks to me a lot about you. This is my first time, but she always talk about you a lot.
Okay.
And when I came in to the house and I was telling her about it as I'm talking to her about, you need to tell the governor. I was like, what could she do? And as we're talking, this live came up. She said, get on it. She said, you need to tell her what happened. So
That's so
yeah, it was just,
interesting because to me, when I'm listening to you, it just sounds like the emotion was almost loving and like your people was brought back together in a sense.
yes, exactly what I've been desiring that because
But let me understand, do you out outside of the eclipse energy and all of that, do you
mhm.
feel like you keep getting triggered because of your mom's passing?
It's bigger than that and before her.
Because I keep feeling like something keeps triggering you.
It's
Um,
a lot of them.
it's like
It's like,
something, there's an issue that keeps being walked around. Like, I don't know if it's like the whole family keeps walking around this particular issue, or you're walking around this particular issue.
it's the family walking around the issue. It
Gotcha.
has been the family that walked around the issue.
Um,
And I,
hold on, wait a minute. I don't want you to
yeah.
get
Hmm.
into something. Does some of this issue also like it was before your mom's passing, but something about her passing has now, because I feel like it's something about mom's passing or mom's things or her belongings.
Hmm. It's well, her belongings is it's other attachments with her that passed before her.
Okay.
So you're dealing with a lot here. I mean, it's a lot. Yeah.
Okay. So inside of that though, is it six of y'all siblings or is it six people that's involved with all of this?
Wow, you said six. My bio father, I am three of six of his children, but very much indeed the less of one at his desire. You understand?
I do.
Okay.
And he's also
So
crossed?
no, 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 he's not. But daddy is.
Okay, I was
Daddy
about to
is
say, who
crossed.
is
Daddy
also
just crossed.
the father figure that's crossed for you? That's a stepfather
Yeah,
or like a
that's the
grandfather?
stepfather. Right, exactly.
Okay.
So I was just thinking of the six that you saw is my bio,
It's the
but
bio
that's,
dad. Okay. And
I
so
give thanks to him for life, and we just yeah. Mhm.
gotcha. Because I feel like it's so much attached to this here, everything that's going on. Because for whatever reason, I keep also wanting to highlight one of the children. Um,
Mhm.
and I don't know if this child is like said to not be their sibling, or if this child is like from a different mom. Like I don't know why I'm highlighting one of the children.
One of
I feel like it's like either you or one of your siblings. Who is the really light-skinned person, the high toned skin one?
you said, what type of person is she?
Like light skinned or like kind of fair complected?
Well, that's eldest from my bio.
Right, but y'all don't have the same mom.
Not at all.
Okay. I don't know why I'm highlighting her for
Mm.
some reason.
Well, I don't really know. Like I say, she's the eldest. I am the full example of her favorite guy, which is the bio. But I'm the
You're the
most
one that haven't been accepted.
bingo.
Okay.
But
Understood.
I come through. It's just when I come through, I'm very vocal,
Yeah.
and I I just put colors and tabs where they need to be.
Right. And so what's the situation where there was almost an altercation or there was some sort of argument or some sort of like somebody almost got into like something physical? I don't think that it was actually physical. I feel like something could have happened where it was almost physical.
I don't know if I mean, are you still on the light skin
I
or just
mean, because I feel like this is the thing, Tasha. I feel like there's either two different situations going on, or
it's a
there.
lot of situations? Yeah.
Okay, because I keep feeling like I'm highlighting her far as the siblings go because I feel like she's like a problem or something. Like I feel like she keeps like throwing shade or she's like coming in between something here.
Yeah, me and the bio. Me and the bio. The bio can't face me. So
Okay.
she comes in the middle to protect the bio. I just conversationally just I don't understand.
Right.
But
And
she
then there's
kind of
there's the
enables
whole
him.
a whole nother situation that would involve your mom. And I don't know if that's also because of the stepdad or what that is, because I definitely keep wanting to highlight the stepfather, or I don't even want to call him your stepfather. I really want to call him your dad.
He is my dad, right? He was. That's who Spirit sent for my dad. He's been my dad since I was 6 years old. He always will be. He's no longer here, but he's always with me. He's my dad, and there's like some
There's two names
confrontational.
There's two
Yeah.
names that stand out that I want to understand. Where is the CH name, like Charles or Charles, or where is that name at?
Is it CH or SH?
It could be SH as well.
Yeah, that's a daughter.
That's your stepfather's daughter?
No, that's my child.
Oh, that's your child. Okay. And then where's the G or the J name as well?
The J is an ex-husband, and and the J is an ex-husband.
Okay, understood.
And then there's a G which is a brother from my mother.
Okay, gotcha. So first, let me just send love to you from your mom. Okay, let me do that. But she's highlighting like the SH name. So if that's your daughter, what is the situation? Is the conflict with your daughter, or is it the conflict that's with a connection also connected to your daughter?
Yes. From Spirit, yeah, something tragically, happened, and it's just I'm at the place now that I can I'm sorry, voice of it. My daughter
Is she
had
blaming you for this or something?
no, not at all. I've lost spiritually. I've lost in the 5 years after marriage. I'll say 4 months after my marriage, my daughter was I'm love, she's love. We come from love. And something just tragically, basically she out of nowhere, she just walked her baby into a water and was just out in the water, just la 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 dancing, and my granddaughter drowned at 4 years old. And my daughter's doing 20 years in prison behind it. And they say that both of them was autistic, which my granddaughter was autistic, but they say that the mom was autistic as well. But my daughter didn't recognize and know who I was for 11 days after this happened. So I haven't been able to get up and rise from none of this, but nothing has taken me from being who my mother always have taught us to be. Love, that's one thing no one can take love away from no one when love is really there. So things just started to shift. And like I say, it was just weird that it all came after marriage. But I see things for what they are now.
Is the marriage with the J name, is that the after the marriage you're talking about?
Yes.
Because I don't know why that's why I asked you if she was blaming you for it, because I feel like there's something that like the J name is not her father.
Not at all.
Because what's the dynamic that was there? Because it feels like tension, and that's why it just
love. Some people don't have that. Some people can't get that. So it's when a lot of people don't realize it, but when they see it, it's just certain things happen. And far as with the J person, they are not as well for themselves either. It's just a lot of spiritual bogus things transpire.
Yeah,
That
this feels like a lot, like a whole bunch of different situations
oh yeah,
going
yeah, one
on.
after the other, like bam, bam,
Yeah.
bam. I called them all. I called them all, but I felt like it was a release from all that yesterday. And I was just like, gosh, did I make it? And I have people around now that look at me, they be, they toot their nose. I'm like, what I did? Like, what did I do? So now, like me and my younger brother, now we are back reconnected. He see things as I have talked to him and told him how things was and what was happening and why these things were happening that way. And
I know you
my
said your daughter is to some certain degree autistic. However, um, for me, this feels like a mental break. Like this is something different than what it looks like. I feel like there is something that took place that induced this. Um,
exactly, it was in the hands of something else. Yes, you're absolutely right. I mean, like I say, they say that she was autistic, but she's not. She's
yeah,
not.
this feels
She
like there's
spiritually, no, it
something
was just a
different.
mess. Yeah, it was just something was done. Something was
Yeah,
done. Yeah,
because
something was done, and it just, and that's what happened. So, for anyone, for all, I just like to say, just be wise about who you connect with, who you marry, know who you know, and know what you need to know their history, know their backgrounds, know these people, just everything. Just go deep or don't go at all. Just
that
that's all I
makes
can
so
say.
much
I
sense because is that somebody she was dealing with? Is that why that's why I asked you what was the dynamic
no, that
between
that
your
that
ex?
that's no, it's me, baby. It's me. It was me. But nobody, you can get me. So where you go next to
That
get
makes
me?
so much sense, girl, because I was trying to make that make sense as to why
I'm
I'm
making
wanting
it.
to
Where do
connect
you
that
go next?
with that. You know what I mean? And I was trying to understand that. So now, yes, that makes a lot of sense. But something was definitely
But
like
yeah, my
done.
favorite three loved ones. Those are the ones. Her baby. She. I guess she might have still had some of me there, like my. So she came out. She came out from a river of alligators. Stop playing. My baby didn't get touched. I was able to bury my grandchild. I was able to receive her back and bury her. And so, I know it sounds, but I'm grateful of that. I was able to I was able to do that. My daughter didn't recognize who I was for 11 days after going out there. And she just kept saying, why is mommy crying? Why is mommy crying? So, the officers that called me said that he was like, something's wrong. He actually let me get in the cruiser with her, and she was just stuck. She never moved.
Right. Okay.
So,
So
and
my question is this because I feel like your grandbaby is with your mom in spirit.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
However, there's another baby. Did you also lose a baby?
Wow. Well, uh, that's another thing. My son and I don't really know what's going on with that, but I know he just lost his fiance was expecting, and like at maybe 8 months, they had to go somewhere else, and she just lost a baby.
Okay.
And
Because I
then he just
almost
had
thought it
another
was your
baby. So
son
yeah.
that you lost. So that makes a lot of sense to me as well. So your mom is carrying the souls of these two babies, and it's definitely a difficult process, and you're holding on as best as possible. Um,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? And even with someone is definitely trying to put the blame on you for what your daughter experienced. Um,
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Even
I'm
with
aware.
that, like, you're shaking it off, and they don't understand how you're still moving, and haven't broken down yet. And so even inside of that, I'm just gonna say, um, like one, I know your daughter is still trying to, I feel like she's trying to put it in her mind as to what happened because everything seems foggy when she's trying to recall or she's trying to understand what happened or why this happened. It feels like it's foggy to her. And it's a lot of apologies there. But again, I keep feeling like there's something more to that as to why that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I gotta say it, like it feels like there's some sort of like malice and jealousy. It's a lot there, and I just can't even understand why somebody would.
Wow.
But
Yeah,
um,
they're out there. Yeah, they're out there. Yeah. Example right here. Just because.
mhm.
Just because you're here, just because you love, just because you show love, just because and it's done, it's crazy or not, but it's done in favorites, it's done in doing things, it's done in gifts, it's done in giving you a gift, it's done, it's like a charm to harm.
So this
Yeah.
is my question, and I have two questions for you, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna let you go.
All right.
Is this what happened with your daughter? Is this connected to the past relationship or your siblings?
Past relationship.
Okay. And then what do you have of your mom that's like glasses or I don't know if it's like we're talking about like glasses of cups or you have like glasses that she's seeing out of? What's the glasses?
Everything. I don't know. I have so much of her stuff. I don't even know if it's hers or not. I got a lot of her stuff. I have a coffee cup with her on it, and I got a lot of stuff of hers.
Okay, understood. Okay. So
Yeah.
I definitely wanted to just validate that. Was your mom in pain before she passed?
No, I was there with her. No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. She wasn't in pain. She was supposed to still be here, but no, she wasn't in pain though.
I need to understand, did she pass from the chest?
No, they said it was pneumonia, and he said it was just a little bit. But when I took her in, I mean, she was fine, and then things just turned really quick, like without without us knowing that it was gonna just
Pneumonia is
change her.
definitely in the lungs, in the chest. Um, but it feels like I don't know, like I keep wanting to acknowledge like painful, but not like I don't know. I don't know if it's like painful because of the lungs or like breathing. I don't know what that is, but I also keep wanting to acknowledge a D name. Where's that D name come in for you?
A D?
Yeah, like Donna, Desmond. Where's that D name?
I don't know.
Did
I
someone
mean,
else pass in like an accident or um who was in like a I don't know if it's a motorcycle crash? Who was in the accident?
mm, nobody right at the tip right now that I can think of. Probably when I'm going, I'm like, oh, that's what she was talking about. But
Remember, I'm
no,
asking you that and highlighting the D name because that stands out so big for me. And I don't want to hold you up here any longer, but I definitely want to
yeah,
acknowledge these things. Um, and I know
okay.
you're around other people, so I don't know if it's connected to someone else. But I send a whole bunch of love to you, and just know that things are going to be okay for you.
Thank you. Yes, likewise.
Yes,
As
ma'am. I
well to
appreciate
you. Okay, it was a pleasure.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Bye bye.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Hey, Soretta. Ooh, y'all, listen, I have to get up out of here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, Miss Quatita.
Greetings, how are you?
I'm good. So my experience has been like pretty awesome. It's been good. So I had flew down to my family on the fourth, smooth, totally smooth. Um, but the day before, I think on like the fifth or something like that, in between, there was like it was like a whole bunch of fires here in Kansas. So it was like everybody was having chest pains and just all types of like nasal and of course my allergies has been messing up. But the night before, which was the seventh, we had lit a lot of candles and just lit a white candle. Everybody put like their intentions and stuff on that. It burned really well. And then on the actual eighth, again, it was still peaceful. It was still just a lot of abundance and just being fresh. I did have one client where some people they focus on like the retrograde, but I don't really focus on that anymore because it was a point in time where I used to focus on the retrograde and negative things would happen or just be like weird energy. But when I had met up with my client before the eclipse, she just kept saying, there's a lot of things, negative things going on with the technology, and I'm just looking at her like, inside, I'm just like, I don't even really pay attention to, So anything that she had going on, it was just like little off a little bit. But as far as like my energy and my experience, it was wonderful. It was beautiful. I did stare up at it, and it was just like a red spot for a little bit. But then after as the day went along, I had got super super tired, so I went to bed early too, like a lot of people also said, and that was really it. Last night I just been having like really vivid dreams. Um, just can really see and feel things. I had a dream about you. I think like 2 days ago, and you were telling me something about thyroid tea or something like that, fibroid tea or something like that. And then I was just showing you a lot of praise and reverence and stuff like that. But as far as like just my experience, it's been really great and beautiful. I've been able to just see, hear, and feel just the energy, and what's to come in the future. That was my experience. I wanted to share it because a lot of people had like seen death and a lot of negative energy, but I definitely want to share how my experience was truly positive, and that's how it went for me.
I'm glad to hear that. I really am. That you had a good and positive experience. It doesn't sound like many people had like a negative experience anyway, you know what I mean? Except for the physical changes, the nasal, sinus, chest kind of thing. And that's a lot. I don't want to like downplay that because that
Exactly.
stands out. You know what I'm saying? And we already
For
know how
me too.
it
I'm
be
sitting here
severe.
coughing up stuff and
Me too.
just
Yeah. I was in the shower about to get it out. Like, it's so horrible. But dang. So you said you looked at it or you didn't look at it because you said it was a red
I
spot.
I did. I did. I looked up at it a couple of times, and I had some glasses, but I can barely. It wasn't the type of glasses. It was some shades. But when I saw it, but when I looked at it with a pure eye, I just kept seeing just like a red speck, and sometimes I could see certain like visions or like there'd be messages. So I was just trying to see if that was something like an object that I was seeing that was I was trying to get a message for, but it was just like a red spot for a little bit. But only thing that I had experienced later was just like I just had got a headache and I just started, whatever was coming, I was started draining.
Mm,
the mucus and stuff like that. But other
heard
than that,
you.
it's been good. Lit my candles, and it's just been positive. Just the energy around me. I haven't really felt anything negative, so just been vibing and staying on track, staying in order. Really,
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yeah.
yeah. And then I had sent you a picture of the P Diddy son. I don't know if you remember the other night. It was P Diddy's son with a girl, and it was like smoke, but it was a hand, and I don't know if you could
Yeah,
see
like I
it,
kept trying to
but
see
it
it. I
was
knew that's what you was talking about, but I could not see it. I almost kept thinking I saw a face.
it was a hand. It was like it's the arm, and then you see it was. I don't know if it was a paw or it was a hand, but straight up her leg, it was like a whole arm, and I'm just looking like, I hope she see this. I don't know. She was like, "Is you high?" I was like, "No,
I
shaking
was
my
like, is she, what is she talking about? Because I'm like, what?
head."
But I figured that's what you
Yes,
meant, like the smoke. Because I kept saying, no, his hand is behind her back. You kept saying the smoke. So I was looking at it like, damn, I kind of see a face.
it was.
I didn't see a hand,
It
but
was like
I
this,
figured that.
like you sitting, somebody grabbing
Hmm.
like your leg. That's what I saw. But I was like, I don't know if I'm tripping, but this is what I seen. I was just scrolling on Instagram that night. I think that was the other night too. But yeah, that was my experience. It's been great. Gratitude to all y'all for sharing y'all experiences. It's gonna be a great journey for everybody, especially if we're staying elevated. Don't allow those negative energies to, come in your space, especially if you asking for negative energy to be removed. It's definitely going to happen for you. Whatever you've asked for is going to come for you. And I believe that because it's been happening for me. A lot of things have been changing in my life too. So I appreciate all of you guys. And Quatita, I love you so much. And last
Gratitude,
night was
beloved.
fire.
Gratitude.
It's just,
Gratitude. I
you just get
appreciate it.
irritated with the whole story of the Jesus thing, and it's just I get fed up too, So all that energy I received all of it, and I was like, get in there because
I appreciate it.
it's too much. It's getting out of hand. It's like if y'all don't wake up from what's really going on, we can never and will never find abundance. What are y'all waiting for? So I was totally feeling it. I was watching it again, but you had got on live. I was like, let me pause and see what's up. And I was picking up my boyfriend's mom, and she was listening to you reading, and she was like, what's that lady? Is she a reader or something?" And I was like, "Yeah, she's a medium, she's an interpreter. She could see and all that." And then she was like, "Are you gonna get on?" So I wasn't gonna get on, but then I had just got on, popped up here, and wanted to share my story.
Well,
So
gratitude. I don't pick up
yeah,
on anything for you at this moment, but I'm
okay.
always available for you to schedule. Um,
Oh yeah,
but I so appreciate you coming up, and it could be because I'm trying to hurry up because I got to go somewhere. But I definitely send love to you. And gratitude for coming up with your patience too.
you're welcome. No problem. Love y'all to life. Love you to life. And I appreciate you just to see you get on and share the word and be here for the people was definitely always enough for me as I
I show
always receive a
gratitude.
message anyway. So
I
I love you and
appreciate
thank
you.
you.
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
welcome. All right, peace.
All right. Hey, Debbie.
Greetings, governess. I saw this. I got up like really early, and I use these particular goggles that I have, the Dionysians, that
Mm-hmm.
you can see energy. I I saw just like regular energy. So I live in California, so I didn't really get much of it. The only thing that was different about yesterday was that there's always a flock of geese that fly over. But this particular time, they were going in an odd direction. Like, so they would be like going where the sun sets instead of into the sunrise. But there was no, like there was no darkness.
Right.
And 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 so basically that was my experience. I saw energy, like everywhere I looked, I saw energy, but nothing abnormal that I wouldn't see on a regular sunny day.
Mm, yeah. When I was watching Fleur, she was saying that I think some people had reported that their water flow current was going in reverse.
Wow.
Um, and so, that's one thing. Even with that kind of stuff, I feel like is them manipulating
I
certain
do.
things as well. You
Mhm.
know what I
Mhm.
mean? So,
Yes.
yeah,
But yeah, that was my experience. So I just wanted to share that because I like sought these little special glasses out, but they weren't for the eclipse. They were just for being able to look at certain things and detect energy coming from like trees, like plants, like just anything. Everything gives off energy, but like so I used those yesterday, and that was my main thing. I didn't see anything. I didn't want to go out in it, but I went out earlier before it started.
that's so interesting. Those glasses are very interesting to me.
They were used in the Vietnam War. They were developed from that point. So this man, he made them and he could see certain things, and so he got a little help uh from an uncle, and so they developed them and they used them for the fighter, the air fight, the jet fighters, and it turned out that those guys were shooting at each other and shooting each other because they saw uh, interdimensional beings
Mm.
instead of their comrades. And so that it, so there's another guy that found the patent and started to reproduce them. So I wanted to see, you know, if I could detect certain energies within within my personal universe, my personal space, and and so far it's just a regular thing. Like I don't see anything in particular, like beings. I don't see any beings or interdimensional beings or dimensional beings. I just see it just turns like a violet, when you put them on it, you just see violet. And if it's nighttime, then you'll see, like, if there's a camera on top of a stoplight, you'll be able to detect that from these glasses, but nothing like what the initial claim was of being able to see interdimensional beings.
Look, I looked over at the chat and I thought 40 ounce was saying hey to my cat. I was like, listen, don't be speaking to her like that because you don't know. But I see the PH at the bottom that says the chat. So, but
So,
I love you, Miss
yes.
Debbie. I show
Alrighty.
gratitude.
Gratitude. Have a great day.
You too. Um, so real quick, for the person that was trying to send the Zelle, you're not going to be able to send it to my old number. I just got an email saying that they have converted the Zelle to my new number, and so I probably won't be able to receive any Zelles because I'm not giving my number out. They said something about an email, so I will definitely look at that and see how I can, because I definitely appreciate it, and just see about putting the email and if that can be connected like that. Greetings, Melanite God. Greetings, Trish Cole.
Greetings.
How are you? A man?
I
Greetings.
I thought you was a female this whole time.
am.
I'm always shocked when that happens. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm well, gratitude. What was your experience?
My experience leading up to the eclipse, it has been like an emotional roller coaster.
Hmm.
And I understand that that's been because I am working on healing myself.
Okay.
And so it's involving a lot of introspection. So it can be a bit tough, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it was that way. I remember you, because I do have the tapes that play, you know, the programming. So I remember I caught one of the lives where you were talking about delete, reprogram, upgrade. So I was
Mm-hmm.
doing that when I was in the shower. It really helped me get through like that Friday, you know, and things like that. So fast forward to yesterday, I didn't have intentions to look at the eclipse. I was kind of like not really gonna do it, not really interested, you know, a little bit. And then my mom kept calling me, asking me questions about it. And then she ended up calling again, telling me what time it would be out here in DFW. So around the time where it started to get dark, I did go outside to look. So I just looked up as if I was sun gazing like I do from time to time or like I have done. And so it was just very cloudy. At first, you couldn't see. I was trying to record with my phone. It wasn't showing anything, like nothing was coming through, but I could see it with my eyes. So I saw like how it formed and how you saw like the different phases of the moon as everything began to get together. Then you saw the ring around, and it was dark, maybe like 4 minutes or so, and then you would see it gradually moving. You could see like the phases of the moon, or I guess like the sun or whatever, and then the light was back out. I
Mm.
came back in the house. I didn't really feel anything, I think, because my thing is that I'm working on just peace and gratitude is my attitude. I'm working on just being grateful
I
just to
like
breathe.
that. You should put that on the
Yeah.
shirt.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I mean, I'm learning these things from you, you know, so um, I've just been focusing on that. So I didn't really feel any bad or negative energy, you know, anything like that. I
Okay.
did feel kind of exhausted a little bit yesterday, but I did go like to the store to get me some water and stuff like that. But overall, I feel like it's been a good experience, you know.
I do feel like I do pick up something for you, and I just need to understand it here. Um, what's the working out or the personal training or the body fitness or something? What is that?
Um, I don't know.
Are
I'm
you
not,
going to start working out, or what's the physical regimen?
well, I'm trying to work on because I do know that I do know how to, I've channeled before when I was younger and things like that. So I was told recently to focus on my intake. That's with everything with the food as well as what I'm listening to and things like that because the energy of the music or whatever it is, you know, attached to me. And then I don't know how to really move the energy around.
It's something about, and I want you to remember I'm saying this to you.
Okay.
It's something about physical fitness for you.
Okay.
And I don't know if they're like trying to push you to do some more working out or some, some not less or, just really advancing inside of the training for the physical physique. But I want you to remember that is the R name connected to you? Is that living across?
Living.
And who is that?
That's my mom,
Okay.
Rita.
I feel like there's two males that is crossed, and one feels younger than the other one. And I don't know if this is like a father, grandfather, and then a cousin or a friend to you. But what's the who is the person that would have been like going out of town or like the traveling or something? Um, I keep hearing Chase, Chase, Chase. So I don't know if somebody was being chased or if that is actually a name that I'm trying to pick up on. It could be a CHSH. Um, let me understand that part first. Where's the father or grandfather that's crossed?
My grandfather crossed a few years back. Well, he did prior to my grandmother passing. I can't remember the date. I know I
Is
was
it
playing
your mom's family?
my mom's dad. Yes.
And then is it him or is it the grandmother that has the two names?
Um, well, I think it's my grandmother. I would say my grandmother. That's the first thing that I think when you said that.
And sometimes when they're telling me two names, it could be like Daisy May, or
Hmm.
she could have a name, but we call her something else. But
Right,
you
she
know what I
does.
mean?
Yes, I do. That's my grandmother. Her name is Wilma Jean, but she don't like women, so we called her Jean.
Okay, got it. Um, I just understand. Like, did you have a friend that was murdered?
A friend that was murdered.
Do you also have a brother?
I do on my dad's side.
Where's the name like Fred, Frederick, Philip? Where's that F or PH name?
Is it Friedel? I could
Who
think
is
I'm
that?
thinking of my great grandfather, which was my grandmother's father.
Got it. So these people are who crossed, but okay, so that's my validation. There is a younger energy male that's also crossed that's either connected to you or to a friend that you mutually have or to a brother. But I also keep feeling like there is sports. Like I don't know if this person played sports or who played sports because I keep wanting to acknowledge the sports as well. Um, the journey that you're also on, the journey that you're also on feels like one of allowing you to be you in your truest form, and living in the space of where you're wanting to live, um, and being seen how you want to be seen, and understanding what all of this can mean for you, just like breaking out of your shell and allowing, um, people in your space, and um, like going places socially, because I keep wanting to like send you to a mixer or to a cocktail party, like doing social things and allowing, just you to be in that kind of space of existence. Somebody around you plays sports or football or something. Um, did you play?
I didn't. I attempted to play football, and then it took me a while to convince the coaches and everybody I was going to do it because I was in ROTC uh, all years of high school. So my senior year, I was like, I didn't really play sports. People always tried to get me to play basketball, things like that. I never did. So I was like, well, my senior year, I'm gonna go all out. So I auditioned for football. It took me a while to convince them because they was like, "Oh, you ain't gonna play. You're not gonna play." I'm like, "I really am." I got out there, did really good. Came home, found out that we were moving. So we ended
Mm,
up moving. I
okay.
ended up transferring to another school, and the guys at at Lancaster were a lot bigger than the guys from SOC, in my opinion. It was different dynamics. So I was like, "No, I think I'm just gonna stick to ROTC."
Gotcha. Understood. Gotcha. Understood it. Um, I want to send love to you from the grandmother. Okay. Um, she acknowledges you as like either the baby or her baby. Like I send a lot of love to you. Okay. However, it's the grandfather that keeps saying to tell you to live your life however you see fit. Okay.
Wow,
So for him, like I feel like it's important that he gives the message to you, to say that to you. Okay.
wow, gratitude. Thank you.
I don't know if you've just always been thin or something, but
I
like
have.
he is like stressing about um like the physical fitness, and I keep seeing like pictures, but it's like pictures with it looks like model pictures to me. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they're just trying to push you to look in different avenues of life
Okay.
and
Okay.
experience. Even if you do it one time, it's about you experiencing like different things, or things that may have just come across your table that you didn't think that you could ever do. Like it's about you actually just fully um also acknowledging, they're acknowledging that your mom like loves you in a specific way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's not always like expressed or said or whatever this is, but they're letting you know that mom loves you. you know
Mm-hmm.
um your grandmother keeps yelling, trust yourself.
Thank you. Gratitude.
Yeah. So I definitely send love to you. I don't know who the I feel like the younger male, I feel like you went to school with this person, or you grew up with this person, or this
Mm-hmm.
person is connected to you in that kind of way, or like your sibling or something, because um I don't feel like this person is family. I feel like they know you, or they're connected to you in a different way. But this feels like a younger male that was like either killed in like an accident, a car crash, or something like that. Okay.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I know a lot of, even going through high school, a lot of people we went to school with, they didn't make it. They didn't make it before we graduated. They haven't
Mm,
made it, and they've slowly,
yeah.
transitioning as we've been out of school. So,
I was hearing it when I was talking to Tasha, but I'm hearing it again talking to you. And so it may have been just somebody that was waiting around for you. You know what I mean? And that also could be that same D name, because I keep wanting to highlight the D name again. So I'm going to just say that to you, and I definitely send love to you.
gratitude. And I send love to you as well. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
No
So
problem.
appreciative of you.
Appreciate it. Uh-huh. All right, Trish Cole.
Greetings.
Greetings. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Did you experience the eclipse?
Somewhat. Oh, shoot. Somewhat. I work from home, so when everything was happening on the TV, and I think you came on, you did the frequency, raising the frequency. So, I was grooving with that, raising the frequency in the house. So my lights flickered. I work from home on my computer and I have to save my work. So if I don't save my work, everything just disappeared. So I was like, oh my God, I hope
Ooh.
I ain't lose everything. But
Mm.
it was still up. Like I didn't lose no data. So that was good for me. But my daughter, she was sitting outside and she was eating. She was like, when it was happening, she was like, Mom, I feel like I'm in an American Horror Story. I was like, oh my God. She was like, yeah, I just feel like eerie. I was like, well, just come in here, just sit down and just relax, take some deep breaths to release whatever kind of energy, that's just been put out, so she
Yeah.
was fine at that. But my youngest daughter, she came in from school and she was like, Mom, I need some medicine. I said, what you need medicine for? She was like, my head is hurting. So I was like, after listening to everybody talking about having headaches, I was like, dang, she had a headache too. But I thought she was just playing. So, because I was trying to make her do some homework and stuff, she was like, my head hurt and I just want to lay down. So, but outside of that, my energy, it just felt like real calm. Like
Mm.
I got tired around 9 o'clock. I usually stay up to 10:30, but I was out by 9 o'clock. So other than that, I didn't really have any bad experiences with it. I mean,
Okay.
it's not about besides my power going out for a little bit, but I didn't lose any data, which I was so grateful for that. So yeah, that was my experience.
That's interesting. It's so weird. Both of your babies had a headache, That,
Yeah.
like it's so weird how I see how all of the physical ailments is standing out with different people, but you didn't experience it, but your babies did.
Yeah, yeah, that was the weird part about it because I didn't go outside. I was like, I'm not going outside. I'm not.
I actually didn't go
Uh,
outside yesterday either, but
yeah,
I just was trying to work and get some of that stuff done and had to check a few people. But
and then it was real cloudy over here, so we didn't really get to experience anything. I just know it got kind of dark, like
yeah,
for a few minutes, but then it came back like the
what state
cloudiness.
are you in?
I'm in Texas,
I
outside
kind
of
of that's
Houston.
where you gonna say that.
Hmm.
What question do you have about a relationship or love life?
Um, well, I'm engaged. Um, I actually reached out to you about me moving here probably about 2 years ago before I moved. And you were right on point with what you said. You was like, your move is going to be slow, but you'll be all right. And my move turned out to be like drastically slow. Like it just was at a pause at a minute. I didn't even know if I was going to move here or not. So everything lined up to where I could actually move. So I ended up moving to Houston and then meet my fiance. So I don't.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
met him there.
Yes, I met him here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster ride, but it's starting to, you know, mellow out some. Getting on the same track.
Understood. Okay. Hmm. But you don't have a question there?
Um, Not really. Like, if if he's the one, or I don't know, because like I've
So is he different than what you used to dealing with, or is that physically, or like the way that he shows up to you?
I mean, the way he shows up has been awesome compared to some of my past relationships. I could say that. But he, when we first started talking, he did have like a real bad drinking problem. So I think that kind of put us on the borderline a lot. Like he would get drunk, start talking crazy, and I'd be like, I don't know about this one. It's just like, but the other parts, he's good. He's very hands on with my children and with me. He shows me lots of love. So I never question his love, but he always say certain things that I'd be like, no. So it's just, I don't know. It's like a up and down, but like I said, things he cut back on his drinking, so that's kind of like helping us out a whole lot. Like it's giving me more confidence in the relationship. So
Okay. Is he a husky guy?
he's tall, and yeah, he's kind of husky, kind of like very athletic built.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to ask you though if you pick up on anything with my grandmother though. She kind of passed away unexpectedly, so.
Okay. Is this mom's mom?
Yes.
Say her name for me.
Louise.
Okay. Did she pass from something that would have been like, how did she pass from this, or like it really didn't make sense as to why she passed?
Well, to me, it really didn't make sense because it seemed like everything was fine. Like the day before, she had moved in with me, and I had went to a friend's house, to hang out. And when we came back home, she was gone. She was like almost like she tried to get up, but she just was like slumped over the bed a little bit. So I don't think my mom ever had like an autopsy done to see, but she kind of put it as like a aneurysm or something like that because she's in the medical field. So, but it was very unexpected. Like we wasn't. She didn't seem sick or anything. So it's just
Reason
like
why, okay, so reason why I asked that is because I feel like it just feels like her blood pressure feels elevated to me.
yeah, yeah,
And that very well could be something that like triggered something else to cause an aneurysm.
yeah,
But her blood pressure feels like super elevated, and where it just feels like it could have just been nothing. It feels like this triggered something else, and it caused her passing. um
yeah. She had a lot of health problems, you know. So
Understood. Excuse me. I want to understand something though, because something is not making sense. So, did she used to do some things that she didn't do anymore, or was she still also doing a few things?
she wasn't doing anything. She basically um just became like she was retired, so she was just at home. I mean, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
You live with her?
Yeah, she lived with me before
Okay,
she passed.
understood.
Yeah.
Um, what I'm trying to understand is if she's not the only one that's crossed, who used to drink, or who had the drinking issue?
Oh, that's my Aunt Jackie.
Okay, is she also crossed?
Yeah, she crossed before she did. She passed away like a year before she passed.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, and she had a drug addiction, and
Okay, that makes sense because I was like,
yeah, that's her.
okay, so then they're both together. So that's her daughter.
Yeah, that's her daughter.
Okay, understood. She comes through first. As I was like trying to pick up grandma, she came through first, and I'm thinking
Yeah,
like trying to figure that one out.
yeah,
But I do believe that they are both together. With what I feel like is another grandma
yeah,
um, as well. And so I do feel like it's some sort of like high blood pressure or something that triggered grandma's passing or something, because I also feel like there's some sort of like lightheadedness. It just feels like, and then I don't know if it's your Aunt Jackie that has something with the blood, because I keep wanting to acknowledge something with the blood as well.
yeah. She had AIDS before she passed, so that
Okay.
would be the
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense then, because I keep needing to acknowledge that so greatly. And your Aunt Jackie says that she's keeping her eye on your fiance. Like,
That's so funny because she sounds like her daughter. Her daughter says the same thing. I got my eye on him, you know.
well, she definitely is keeping her eye, and right now she's acting as your guardian,
Yeah,
so your protector, and for whatever reason, and so she is sending so much love to you, grandma too. But she came in first, one, because she is your guardian,
yeah,
and she was very anxious and excited to come in and speak to you. So I definitely send a lot of love to you. Um,
thank you.
it's not that, um It's I don't necessarily feel um like I'm not gonna say, oh, he's not the one for you, because I can't tell, I can't pick that up. It's something about him that I don't trust.
Yeah.
And I will say that, okay. And I want you to just remember that I'm saying that to you. Like, just put it in the back of your mind. Don't let that be something that every day you're like, what does she mean? Like, just remember, that I'm saying that there's something about him that I don't trust.
Okay.
Okay. So I definitely send a lot of love to you, and know that they're watching you, watching him. And genuinely, I send love to you.
Thank you, Katita.
Yes, ma'am. Gotcha. I'm glad you got moved too.
Yes, yes, that was the biggest thing, the hurdle, because I was so tired of San Antonio. I was like, it's time to go.
Yeah. All right, well, I show gratitude, y'all. I'm gonna go. Gratitude, Miss Trish. Miss Natalie, I won't be able to bring you up, hun. I'm gonna have to go because I really have to go now. I'm at the 3 hour mark and I got something I gotta do. So I definitely send love to y'all. Gratitude. Peace, y'all. Salitude de wa.